Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the platform. It's a brother Bolo VNR. We are in the space once again. Whoa. What a show on the Pdtv show tonight. I didn't see all of it. I caught a part of it. And this is something that we definitely have to get into over here on this platform, man. Yes. Definitely have to get into this one, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't no jokes. Ain't no jokes at all. Hope everybody is doing well. God bless each and every one of you. Please remember to like and share the video. Let me share the video and like the video right now too. Alright. Let me share the video and like the video. YouTube. You know, say, I want to talk about something before me go in that part, the zine. Because I hear some things. I want an opinion. Because, I don't know, kind of feel conflicted. Maybe I'm biased. Maybe I am biased, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, what's your name? Deanne Jackson Miller. Deanne Jackson Miller come out strong. See that? She come out strong for her.
3 minutes each.
Deanne Jackson Miller come out strong. For Nikisha Burchell. I'm not lie. Fully. 100% strong. Let me just talk about that quick. I'm wanting an opinion.
Further and say they have a duty and an obligation to speak up about important background here. Opposition members of parliament have been complaining around Burke go over and handle the mace and calling on her. So the opposition has been, obviously they have a right how the speaker runs a house to represent their people. There's disorder and disrespect, but then there's also control, because in that kind of control, all these complaints the opposition has about how the speaker runs a house, that MP Burchell apparently then said this. She said, I just think the speaker, she likes to be in control, and that kind of control you can get away with in a marriage if you want to control your husband. For example, you can't control grown people sent to parliament to represent their people. There's disorder and disrespect, but then there's also control, because it's not a school mistress and a school mom in a basic school.
Alright, so before she do her reaction, before me make it hear what she has said, Zine, Deanne Jackson Miller, Jamaica, what part of this do you find to be out of line? Where's the lie? Maybe something wrong with me. Isn't Juliet always operating in this exact manner? Is it offensive to speak the truth? That's all I want to know. When did it become offensive to speak the truth? I just think the Speaker of the House, she likes to be in control, and that kind of control that you can get away with in a marriage if you want to control your husband. For example, you can't control grown people sent to parliament to represent their people. There is disorder and disrespect. But then there is also control, because it's not a school mistress and a school mom in a basic school. So I want to hear from you guys what you think about this. Yeah. Let me know what you think in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. I am genuinely asking you guys to tell me what you think about this. Before we move on, I want to see your comments in the comment section. No, for real. Before we go to Deanne Jackson Miller comments, I want to ask you, the audience, what you think about this. What about this was a no-no? Deanne Jackson Miller said, no, you can't say this. Why you can't tell the truth? why you can't speak the truth. And the way how she was on the PMP said Nikisha Burchell needs to apologize. Was she on the Speaker of the House to apologize to Angela Brownberg? I'm just asking. I never heard her. I never listened to her reaction on that. I'm genuinely asking. Before me get into the other thing, let me just touch upon this, Jamaica. I want to come in. Look at the statement from Nikisha Burchell and the fix. I just think, this is her opinion, she likes to be in control. And that kind of control that you can get away with in a marriage. Where is the lie, Jamaica? Doesn't Juliet Owness and her husband have a controlling issue? The two of them not have one controlling issue. Where is the lie? That's all I want to know. Yes, you know, the media are going to spin it and them are going to talk this and them are going to talk that. But where's the lie in the statement and the context of the statement? That's what I want to know. Please explain to me. Where's the lie? Anybody? Somebody? Me people? Nobody now answer me? Let me see if I can get some people in a place where I go drop a comment and answer me. Jamaica, good night. Good morning, good afternoon, good night world, good morning, good afternoon, good day. Wherever you are in the world, whether you're in Asia, whether you're in Jamaica, blessings, blessings, blessings. Whether you're in Europe, whether you're in wherever you are in the world, right? America. Just look at that statement. You can see it clear on the screen, right? Let me know if you can see it clear on the screen. I am genuinely asking the question, ladies, and I just spin the live goal. Bless up the live goal on Bolo VNR 2.0. Can we get an answer from the people in the chat? Hello? Hello? Can you guys type? Alright, so let me get some people in here that actually can type. Let me share the live. Because it appears as if the people that are here cannot type. So let me get this out the way.
A school mistress and a school mom in a basic school. All right, no. Just no. This is not it. Why would you say that?
What do you mean, why would she say that? I don't understand what's wrong with Diane Jackson Miller. What do you mean, why she would say that? That's what she thinks. That's why she said it. What? Is there a law that says she cannot say that? I'm just trying to figure it out. Is there a law that says that she cannot say that? That's what listen, I'm genuinely confused. I am genuinely confused as to why she believes that Nikisha Burchell does not have the right to her opinion. Like her opinion is so gross and despicable. Please like the video, ladies and gentlemen. Please like the video. Somebody please explain it to me. What does she mean Do you share the opinion of Dion Jackson Miller? Here, look at her face. And she's going to go down a whole diatribe about it.
MP, you need to walk it back. You need to apologize.
All right, so this is where I'm going to go and find out if Dion Jackson Miller asked the Speaker of the House to apologize to what's she name? To Dr. Angela Brownberg for talking to her like a dog. This is where I'm going to look for the video, you know, to find out if she asked and was demanding her to walk it back. Yeah, let me see what she say here, so. Cause I never watch it.
Wow, what's that? I just want to bet.
When you say Sassy D, like seriously, I am humbly asking. You know, humbly asking.
Supposed to suspend her. Who is right? Who is wrong? I'm Dion Jackson Miller. Thank you so much for joining me. Time for.
And the processes that have been handed down from the colonial.
Members, Parliament, members, again, I'm for.
Say Dr. Brownberg was protected.
Guys have it.
Oh, I hear the opposition has voted to suspend MP Brownberg for the rest of the sitting and she still won't leave. No, I hear the opposition saying they're upset over how they're treated by the Speaker. I hear them saying Dr. Brownberg was protesting because she was frustrated and it was obviously a spur of the moment thing. But look, I think the opposition needs to go try figure out some better, considered, deliberate way of protesting, because today they just look messy. If them never said Dr. Brownberg was protesting, I would have never known that by watching this video. She looked like she was just skylarking and fooling around. And by the way, I am not a fan of the mic system in Parliament and how it's used. I absolutely think it's being used to shut up opposition members. I don't like the way it keeps cutting out and cutting the sound during the sittings, which means the public cannot hear what is actually happening on the floor.
Members, I am going to suspend the sitting of the House for 5 minutes. We will be back at 10:50. Those in favor? Those against? The ayes have it.
All right, opposition members, I don't like the way the public.
I am going to suspend the sitting of the House for 5 minutes. We will be back at 10:50. Those in favor? Those against? The ayes have it.
All right, so when they resumed, MP Brownberg wasn't there. The sitting went on. The debate continued on the Nara bill, with the bill being passed with amendments at 1:33 a.m., which tells you there's a whole heap there to talk about as well. Whole heap more videos, but not for this time, because I'm out of time here.
All right, so hold on there. Me really need to hear what
But then something happened. So what you see happening here is opposition member of Parliament Angela Brownberg leaving her seat to go and pick up the mace. And I know everybody has been saying, "Oh, name so why is this a big deal?" Soon tell you. The mace is an ornamental staff that's used in Parliament. It represents a monarch's authoritarians who have moved the mace.
Speaker to put their clause to the House and don't even keep so appreciate respectful manner of the House as the House. The fact of the matter is that the backstop it is not are supposed to be given. So if we are going to parliamentarians, that is looking more like
You then lay yourself open to the discipline. Now look, it's true that parliamentarians all over the world use this issue of troubling the mace, interfering with the mace as a way of protesting.
So if you know that, why you say what you say? Dion Jackson Miller, me not tell no lie. This is very disappointing. Did you ever once tell the Speaker of the House to apologize to the way how she spoke to a grown woman? And you're demanding that Nikisha Birchall apologize to the Speaker of the House for giving her opinion about her controlling attitude? Whether she want to use marriage or not, that's how you deal with your husband. The lady is absolutely correct. She's on point. She said what everybody else is thinking, because that's what we observe from the Speaker. I'm still searching to find here where
Something
she
that's
said.
happening in Parliament. We saw Ed Bartlett do it, for instance. A lot of people remember that when he was in opposition. His party was in opposition in 2004, for example. But having protested, having made your protest, you then lay yourself open to the disciplinary procedure of the House. And I think Dr.
She did it on purpose. She did it on purpose. Where is the build-up of what happened with the disrespect of the Speaker of the House? Not listening and not hearing and not giving the People's National Party an opportunity to speak on a bill that is so critical. It's like these people lose the essence of the whole moment. And they show their biases, you know, and all of us have biases. All of us have biases. I know Diane Jackson Miller does a good job of trying to, you know, not show her hand in terms of who she supports. But to me, it's quite clear in this regard. How can you have a balanced argument between Nikisha Burchell's situation, what she said, and how the speaker spoke to this lady? Like a dog. Much like how the police them taking up people's body like a dog and showing it. She spoke to her like she's a dog. Like she's filth. Where was the call for an apology? I don't understand. Where was the call for an apology? Maybe I missed it. Somebody please send me the clip of Diane Jackson Miller calling for an apology from, demanding an apology from the Speaker of the House. That's what I want. That's all I want to know for this to make sense. If I don't hear that, I'm losing respect for the opinion of Diane Jackson Miller in regards to Nikisha Burchell. At this point, I am losing respect for it. In what rule book does it say? And she was talking about woman to woman and all of this. Like, a woman cannot tell a woman the truth. Did the statement tear down the Speaker of the House? Or did it speak truth to power? She has a control issue. She does. It's the truth. So this person named Beerback, with a name like that, me can understand why. Where say PMP is so ghetto and childish. Wow. PMP is ghetto. Okay. Who built ghettos? Who built garrisons? Isn't it the JLP? So wouldn't that make the JLP ghetto? Oh, and we're gonna get into the garrison part of the JLP. Nikisha Burchell is doing too much. And so the Speaker of the House is not doing too much? Yo, listen. If Diane Jackson Miller had said the Speaker of the House is doing too much and she disrespected what's your name? Miss Angela Brown Burke, I could say, okay, I understand, say she does a stand on business and this is how she feel. I would still disagree with her. Right? No, somebody in the other chat, Beerback 1888M. I must say 1 p.m. they want to say. I don't know. Clearly it's a labor right, in my opinion. And that's my opinion. Because there's no way you can tell me, say, this statement from Nikisha Burchell, in all honesty, is doing too much. Let's go back to the statement that Nikisha Burchell made. Let's go back to the statement that Nikisha Burchell made, right? Let's skip this. All right, so boom. It says here, I just think the speaker, she likes to be in control. And that kind of control that you can get away with in a marriage. Where is the lie? That's all I am asking. Where is the lie, ladies and gentlemen? Can anybody tell me that Nikisha Burchell told a lie? If you cannot tell me that she told a lie, it means that I don't care about your opinion where you're concerned. Is she lying? The truth can be an offense, but the truth will set you free. You can be offended by the truth all you want. I care zero. Where is the lie? You can get away with that type of control level in a marriage if you want to control your husband. She's speaking in context specifically about the speaker. Where is the lie? Please explain it to me, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead. Give me your best shot. But telling me that the PMP is ghetto. Listen, if I was to play it, if I was to rewind some tape and I show you ghetto in terms of the Jamaica Labour Party, man and woman over there, Darrell Voss, Desmond McKenzie, when name, my man there Andre say, violated him, assaulted him sexually. What him name? Yeah, just you name it. Juliet, Cutbert. The list goes on. The list goes on. Please show me where the JLP has not been childish and ghetto. They are the definition of childish and ghetto. The definition. They are the epitome of ghetto and childish and doing too much. Always doing too much. For example, you can't control grown people sent to the parliament to represent their, you know, let me show you something. Let me show you something to give context to what Nikisha Burchell is actually saying, which is the truth. Let me go over to Mr. Will Rattigan's show. Because Mr. Will Rattigan does a great job in showing us what the parliament actually, what parliaments are like overseas. Right? He does a great job in showing us that. He's been on it. So, you see the way how Juliet owners are trying to run the parliament. Not Mr. Will Rattigan. Mr. Will Rattigan. Yes. He does a great job in showing how parliaments run overseas. Zane, for showing us, what this lady are going with, you really can't control grown people like that. You understand? So, when they deal with grown people, man, it's totally different, man. Alright, so let me see what I'm going to say. See if I no one. Him have someone show the parliament at some other places overseas. Alright, see it here? See it here? Me dey on the live. But it turn the next way. Oh, what? It turn off?
Yeah.
Where you can't come here so far? Oh! Look. Please look. Please look. Look, from here, sir. From. Hold on, no man, you need to know for open it. Because see it here, from here, sir, at the top here, sir. Go down there, sir. Go down here, sir. Go here, sir. Up to the top, straight down. Alright, what is? Alright, so let's listen to this, ladies and gentlemen.
Honorable member, can I address that issue? Can I address that issue, and I will address it in the following way.
And you are making the sausage. All of the treat him. You can't say.
And I want you to understand in context that this parliament is the same Westminster system as Jamaica. Look at how things go.
Where the speaker is actually called to order.
Where do you come from, honorable member?
Next time you should tell me.
No, honorable member, take your seat. Next time you must read your records.
Deputy Speaker, I think we must register our dissatisfaction with the patronizing way in which you are treating Honorable Matisha. You can't say to an honorable member, you are not learning to keep your time. It's wrong.
Honorable member.
Where do you come from? Why do you address Honorable Madisha like that?
Honorable member, take your seat. I'll
Deputy
tell you
Speaker,
why.
I hope you know that it is wrong.
No.
You notice the Deputy Speaker can't turn off the man mic. So when you see, and that's just a snippet, when you see the lady say this, she's on point. Nikisha Burchell is on point. I will argue this down, Jamaica. Me will argue with Nick. I would go on television and argue with Dean Jackson Miller. I kid you not. And bring my sources. Because at the end of the day, it's just her. There's no standard that Nikisha Burchell did not let herself down. She did not let down women. Nonsense. She spoke the truth. So what? Women are supposed to be hypocritical towards other women that are behaving like a virago? Huh? And behaving like a Jezebel in the parliament? Why, you can't speak the truth? So if she behaving like a Jezebel or a witch, you shouldn't say she's behaving like a Jezebel or a witch. The truth will set you free. Big up Nikisha Burchell for being bold and truthful. If you want respect, show respect. Simple as that. What the hell is she talking about? I was so surprised at Dean Jackson Miller. I was like, what? I was like, you know what? Let me see what she's talking about. Because I said, no, just no. I'm like, what is she talking about? You know, I didn't follow up this story. I saw a title on Oceanwide. And I said, okay, whatever. I didn't listen to the entire interview with Nikisha Burchell. Right? And then now I see Dean Jackson Miller and she has the quotes. I said, oh, so this is what she said. So I objectively look at the quotes. I said, I just think the speaker, she likes to be in control. And that kind of control that you can get away with in a marriage. If you want to control your husband, for example, that's what you can get away with in a marriage. You can't get away with that in the workplace. Where is the lie? Somebody explain it to me. I am confused as to where the lie is. Did she tell a lie, ladies and gentlemen? Nobody wants to answer. Right? Because this is hitting hard, you know. Nobody wants to answer, you know. Because this is hitting hard. Right? The biases are being exposed. All of us are biased, but then at some point there's two bias. Where is the lie in this statement? I don't get it. The lady said you can't control grown people sent to parliament. One of the time, Dr. Nathan Campbell almost got out of character because of how she was disrespecting the man in parliament. And the man had to say, yo, listen, don't do that. Don't do that. You're talking to a grown man. My mother doesn't deal with me in that manner. The Speaker of the House has a problem. And everybody wants to tiptoe around the problem. The only way to deal with that problem is to deal with it directly. Shout out to Nikisha Burchell. This is the problem. She has a control issue. And you can't get away with that in a marriage, lady. Straight up. You can't do that to your husband or your spouse. But you can't deal with grown people like that. You're out of order. And she did not apologize to Miss Dr. Angela Brown-Burke. So there will be no apology. If she had shown any grace to Miss Dr. Angela Brown-Burke and showed any character and apologized to her, I am certain Nikisha Burchell wouldn't have said this. So it's up and it's stuck. So if anybody's going to call Nikisha Burchell ghetto for talking the truth, I don't know how you would describe the Speaker of the House, because she's 1,000 times worse. Crazy, bro. What the hell are these people talking about, man? Let me go back to the parliament. Let me go back to the parliament and show you what time it is. Big up Mr. Will Rattigan.
Must respect Honorable Madisha, treat him like all other members that you treat with respect.
Honorable member.
Why must you treat him like that? We won't be party to that.
You hear that? An honorable member of the House is telling the Speaker, you will treat every member with the same level of respect. Why are you talking to the member like that? In this mic system, you can't just turn off the person's mic. Right? You can't. You notice how they're doing a back and forth? Juliet, Wallace, don't do that. She want to rule with the iron fist. Turn off people mic in the middle of them presentation, and when them are end, I need 10 more seconds left. She's disrespectful and out of order. And we have to call a spade a spade. She's an irritant. She's disgusting in her behavior as a Speaker of the House at times. Clearly biased towards her party. Even she said it out her own mouth. She doesn't show any level of fairness. Their bias is to the ceiling. It stink.
Oh my God. You mean Glosy can ever be this serious? Okay.
You are suppressing the Honourable Akota's right to freedom of speech. There's nothing unparliamentary about the word fraction. And if you are ruling that that is unparliamentary...
Honourable
no, this happens every time you're in the House.
Okay. So these people are pointing out a Speaker of the House similar to... And I'm so happy that Mr. Will Rattigan had put this out. Mighty God of Daniel. This is what we're facing. But you see the difference with this parliament? The Speaker can speak. The member can speak to the Speaker. Right? And let them know their mind based off the standing orders. If it was Juliet Onus, she would have shut off their mics. If it was Juliet Onus, they would have shut off their mics, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me where I lied. How many times have we seen it? The other day, Mr. Golding was making a point, on a point of order, right? And he had to walk out because the Deputy Speaker did not allow him to finish talking about he's making a presentation. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense. And if they regarded the people that voted the opposition in, they would treat the opposition with respect. Disrespecting the opposition is disrespecting us. And we don't take kindly to that. You understand? Period. What the hell is Dean Jackson Miller talking? Listen to this.
In the chair, this House degenerates.
I've heard what you are saying.
You've got no control of this House, none whatsoever.
Honourable Steenhuisen, I've heard what you're saying. And the insinuations that you are making, and I'm taking them very serious, because upon conclusion, honourable members, I said, may the member refrain from using any words that may cause confusion and uncertainty in whatever way.
You are talking complete rubbish now, and you are making this House a joke.
Listen to me. You hear that? You hear that? If man make him know straight the Speaker of the House, so you're talking rubbish. Nobody for the PMP talk to Juliet Oles like that, your house turn upside down. This is Parliament. This is how Parliament work. You can't tell them the truth. And I see him, so Nikisha Burchell upon the fix, and she told the truth. The Speaker of the House is too controlling. That type of control can't work in the House. You can't get away with that in your marriage and your personal life. Straight up, who vex. We no business the truth of the truth. What you talking about? But why would you say that? I want to Dean Jackson Miller. Eh?
MP, you need to walk it back.
Yeah.
You need to apologize.
Yeah.
This is actually disappointing for a number of reasons. I've been watching MP Burchell since she came to Parliament. She's a first-time MP representing a rural constituency, the constituency of South St. James. And she's one of the younger MPs that the PNP, the opposition PNP, has been looking to help to revitalize their side of the House. I've been pretty impressed with her, right? I've been listening to her contributions in committee. I like how she handled herself. I think she's been doing her homework, and I'd earmarked her in a previous video as one of the MPs I thought did really well, from the start of Parliament last year. But honestly, it looked like she got sit down on the PNP side of the House and she catch foot in mouth disease with some...
Hear the disrespect to the PNP. Dean Jackson Miller is exposing herself on this one, ladies and gentlemen. The PNP have foot in mouth disease. If she did say the JLP, or if she did say the politician, some of them catch foot in mouth disease with some of the stuff them when they say. This is a clear attack on the People's National Party, you know. Where was the attack on the Speaker of the House when she was dealing with that situation with Dr. Angela Brown Burke? It is clear to me, no. Unfortunately, the side that Diane Jackson Miller is on. Clear to me. And a lot of these people, they know how to, you know, toe the line, so to speak, and mask their bias at times. But in this one, I'm sorry. Nah, bruh. She totally messed up on this one. There's just no way.
Them have. Because why would you say this?
Because it's true. What do you mean why the person would say? What is man? I Sassy.
Yeah, I agree with you. These people are trying to bully the PNP and trying to shut them down, like for them not to talk. Just sit there listening to Juliet and all them bullies. Listen, that other Juliet chick, she need to take her look a bully, loudmouth self and go rest one look a corner because she finna talk to no PNP. She finna chat to no PNP, no day, no time.
Did she say something?
Okay?
Did she say something regarding to this?
Wait, what's the one what come out and talk? What's your name? I'm gonna know the name and I try to ignore them and don't pay attention to them.
You mean the video I'm playing right now?
Juliet, what, Cutbert?
No, I'm asking you. The video I'm playing right now, you're referring to or something else because I didn't see anything about Juliet.
You're talking the one there with the show.
Diane Jackson Miller.
Dion. Well, no, I know she may thought the other one what came out in the video.
Oh, I didn't see that video. Could you send it to me?
But I thought you saw that with Perry, with Perry Player that they talk about. You were just saying it too, Bolo. You're not understanding me?
Perry?
Juliet Cutbert, isn't it?
No, I was saying that, I was mentioning that Juliet Cutbert is one of those persons that act in a manner.
So you didn't see the video with her come out talking about wrong Nakisha is?
No. Who played? Perry played? Yeah, let me go find it. Let me go on Perry show and find it. I never saw it. So Perry in Christ had it on his platform?
Yes, so till him all put out a personal video with just that about her alone and her behavior. How dare her? You know, see when they cuss her, when they ask who she thinks she is.
Yes. Oh, see there? Okay, he did put out a MP Cutbert Flynn is wrong. There are more important matters to address. Okay, let me have a look at this. I didn't see it. I didn't see
one of
it.
them for go do because may I tell you, them need to stop what they're doing now.
Yes.
One of them a criminal and whoever made that comment, that person need to fess up to the fact that the whole of them labor right, them a criminal, show a passing group now come back. When if it go.
Yes. All right, Mama,
All right,
I'm going to play it. Thank you for the reference. Wow.
Victims at the end of her rant.
Nikisha Burchell, I want to remind you of how hard women had to fight to get to leadership positions. I also want to remind you that there have been only 3 women speakers of the House.
Mm-hmm.
And I also want to remind you that when women assert themselves, they are or should not be seen as bullies.
Man, shut up. Man, shut up. Listen, this is when it comes to the gender argument, I don't want to hear it. I have no tolerance for it, ladies and gentlemen. If you are a professional, act as a professional. Don't make excuses talking about asserting yourself, meaning that you're bullied. No. There is a way how to act professionally. I mean, I don't even like the guy, but Mr. Finson, I don't even rate them enough. But look at Mr. Finson in the Senate. Look at how he deals with the members in the Senate. Why Juliet Cutbert cannot assert herself? Juliet Owens cannot assert herself in that manner, in a respectful manner, and talk with a certain type of tone that is respectful. Talking about because she's a woman, she must get a pass. Hell to the no, no. Me no rock with that no day, no time. I'm not gonna teach my child. I'm not gonna teach my daughter. I'm not gonna teach my niece to absorb that level of rubbish. No, sir. No. Not in the name of women or not in the name of man. So when a man asserts himself and he is seen as a bully, it means that he must continue to assert himself. Oh, but you as a person would want, oh, but you don't care about how I feel. So you guys want to play both sides. It will not work. Nikisha Burchell, big up yourself, but let's continue. This is rubbish. The premise of our argument is rubbish. Oh, you know what hard it is to be a woman, so oh, you're fighting a woman. If you are not doing your job, I don't care if you're a woman or not. You're not doing your job. What the hell are you talking about? Lady J, big up yourself. No, them thing piss me off, man. What the hell is this?
Should not be seen as controlling. What they're doing is they are leaders.
Man, listen, ma'am. Let me just go and Google the word leader. Cause let me Google the word leader. All right. So women alone are leader. You see, when you're a gender pusher, this is what happens, you know. Right? When you push these, you see, leader, not leadership. What is a leader? Leader qualities. Leader qualities. All right, 12 important leader qualities. Let's look. Oh, man. Okay. Integrity, empathy, respect, self-awareness, communication, patience, positive outlook, accountability, passion, resilience, adaptability, and vision. Jamaica, there are several things here that Juliet Owens lack. Don't tell me that she's a leader. Do not tell me that she's a leader. Where's her patience? Where's her communication skills? You don't talk to people like they're dogs. Where's the respect? Where is the integrity? Huh? She herself said, you have to remember that I'm an MP first, you know. So I cannot really be fair. Right? That's what she was telling us. That she can't be fair as a speaker because she's an MP first. Talking about leader and bully. Let's go back.
Or should not be seen as bullies. They should not be seen as controlling. What they're doing is they are leaders.
Let me tell you something, miss. Let me tell you something. You see all these things right here? Controlling doesn't help none of this. When you're controlling, you become a dictator. That's what she is. Not showing any respect is beyond leadership. Okay? Let's just understand that. Not showing respect in communication does not show leadership. So even if you want to tell us that her attitude is a leadership attitude, well, it's a poor leadership attitude. Because if persons decide that they're not going to work with her, she will never lead anybody. Just understand that. As a matter of fact, in the capacity of a Speaker of the House, who cares if she's a leader? She's supposed to be non-biased. Gloria, how you doing? What kind of nonsense is this? She is supposed to be non-biased. Talking about, what?
They're showing their leadership. Just like when a man, is showing leadership, you say they're strong.
So hold on there. What do you describe as strength? Because this is again nonsense, You being a bully is strong. What does that mean? So being a bully is right? He's showing leadership by being a bully? Miss, let me tell you something. Go and learn context here, man. Please go and learn context because you sound really, you sound ridiculous right now. I'm trying to be as respectful as possible. But you are pissed me off. You really are pissed me off right now with this foolishness way you talk. What kind of, bruh? What is this? What is this?
And yes, he's asserting himself, but somehow when a female does it, or
this is not about gender, miss. You can assert yourself in the wrong ways. A man can assert himself on a woman and assert his physical structure on her. It's called assault if she doesn't want him to do that. So you telling us that she's asserting herself doesn't mean that she's not doing anything wrong. That's rubbish. You can be disrespectful in your asserting or your assertions, imposing your assertions on people. And the fact of the matter is she's very disrespectful and we don't care if she's a woman. I don't care. If you're doing the job right, salute. If you're not doing the job right, we have a talk about it. Simple as that.
when the party that's in power with the woman as a speaker does it, somehow
it's not the same things.
She's seen as something else, and you went below the belt. You were nasty.
What?
By stating that she's controlling our household.
She never said that. She never said, oh my God. She never said she's controlling her household. You see, this is where people don't have the right context. Let's go back to the video. She said, I think the Speaker of the House, she likes to be in control. And that kind of control that you can get away with in a marriage if you want to control your husband. She never said that Juliet Holness is controlling her husband. Stop lying on the lady. Stop it. She never said that Juliet Holness is controlling her husband. Stop it. You're lying on the woman. You're taking what she said out of context. And this is why your entire argument is flawed. Fully done. Let's go back. I mean, man, you see these people major in the minor, you know? They major in the minor. Where is the money? We want to talk about the hurricane money, where the money there for the people get them house, where the money there. Why we don't spend the money upon the people them yet? And that we are talking about. Why the people them not have water in them pipe in their constituency? Why the road them don't fix? Una come jump up on Nikisha Burchell, una come off on Nikisha Burchell back. Straight up. Straight up.
That was a nasty statement. You came to the parliament a week ago and you got what you wanted. You got the publicity that you wanted because people are still talking about it. You came to the parliament understanding that if you wanted to speak patois, which was bad patois that you spoke, by the way.
What is bad patois? This lady is so slow, bro. Wow. So she's disrespecting our language. What is bad patois? Is there a proper way to speak patois? That means you would consider the persons in St. Elizabeth to chat bad. You see, this is the bougie house slave we're looking at, you know, ladies and gentlemen. And this is why the Jamaica Labour Party operate in the way they operate, you know. This is the bougie house slave. How hilariously sad. Bad patois. Whose woman is this? I wonder if she want me to play the tape when the man of God asks her how much baby they are cemetery. Huh? I want it cause the man of God asks it, you know. The man of God said if he asks her how much baby they are cemetery. Only no one, God reveal the secrets of heart, you know, and put it out in the public, you know. You understand? I don't mean say so. I play it on one of the series them I dropped earlier. And this is my shameless plug. Go watch all the videos from Pastor Peter Chambers that I posted today, Sunday. All those videos, the 4-part series, go watch them. Sylvanev, big up yourself. Go and watch them. Pastor Peter Chambers asked her the question specifically, Juliet Cutbert. My God.
Okay, you didn't sound right. That if you wanted to speak patois, that you would, all you needed to do was just inform the speaker before, and I'm sure she would have allowed it.
Ma'am, you guys totally miss the ball every time. That's the point why she did it. Nobody in Jamaica in the parliament should ask the speaker permission to say 2 words in patois. The speaker of the house chat patois, the same bad patois we are talking about, she chatty all the time. Marlon Morgan chatty, all on chatty in our speech. You chat enough, me don't know how you're going like you're brand new. Like say England, you come from here and speak the Queen's English. This budgie house slave.
Because I think she's a very fair person.
Oh, wow. You think Juliet Honest is a fair person? That means you don't have no sense. That means you're fully dunce. Yeah, man. You're fully dunce. If you say Juliet Honest is a fair person, you mean the same Juliet Honest will say this? No, these people are so easy to debunk, bro. Me not even come to talk about this. This has transformed into something different. Let me go to Nikisha Burchell page. Let us look at the person that she says is a fair person. The same person is gonna tell you that she is not a fair person. Let's look at the clip, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot make this up. You can't. You cannot make this up. Wow.
Good evening, Jamaica.
That balance is important to be fair.
And increasingly getting comfortable sidelining opposition voices. And if you don't believe me, take a look at this.
I've learned it is important to be fair.
Yes.
It's difficult as a speaker because...
So she's admitting the difficulty in being fair. Let us just put that into context. She's admitting out of her own mouth that it's difficult for her to be fair. And she's going to provide further context why it's difficult. She's just learning at her age how to be fair in Jesus' name. And this lady just come on here and said she thinks the lady is a fair person.
I'm the speaker before, and I'm sure she would have allowed it because I think she's a very fair person.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Take a look at this.
Wow.
I've learned it is important to be fair. It's difficult as a speaker because I make every effort to maintain that balance. However, it still has to be appreciated that to become speaker, I ran on a party ticket, and to remain speaker, to remain an MP, I will have to run on a party ticket.
So Jamaica, she's telling you that what she prioritizes is maintaining power. Being an MP is the only way she can become the Speaker of the House. So being an MP overrides her fairness as a Speaker of the House. That is what she's explaining in context. And this lady come and tell us that the Speaker is fair? Nonsense.
Inform the speaker.
Nonsense.
Before, and I'm sure she would have allowed it because I think she's a very fair person.
Nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
And you failed to do that because you wanted to be contentious.
That's the only thing that you said that is accurate. Nikisha Burchell knew exactly what she was doing. Exactly what she was doing. She's challenging the status quo. There should be no petition, no asking for permission for chatting our own language in a parliament. And the Jamaican people them una serve. What the hell are you talking about? This is where we part ways in terms of this conversation. Because you guys are still house slaves to the slave masters. The Jamaica Labour Party has always been that. That's why you guys are okay with the human rights violation against black people in the country. Whether it's the police or the same government sanctioning the police to do it. You came out so strong about this. Did you do a video about Lataya Bulgin? Did you do a video about how the police murdered Latoya Bulkin? But you're out here talking about Nikisha Burchell's statement and lying on her and taking it out of context, as a matter of fact. You cannot make this up. You can't.
It's period. You wanted to be contentious because you knew if you started off with Patois, the speaker was going to stop you in your tracks because it's not allowed unless you ask permission before.
Ma'am, we have seen multiple persons speak in Patois. And there was a clip immediately on TikTok of Marlon Morgan speaking in Patois in his Senate speech. And it's the same rules that the House govern it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Because I don't want to spend too much time on this, you know. You understand? But sometimes, you have to set the record straight, Jamaica. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I guess it's not him. I guess he's not the one that put it out. But there is a video. Patois in Parliament. In Parliament. See if we can find it that way there. Jamaica. Let me see if we can find it. See if we can find it. I guess this is one of them. But I want to show the one from... I don't want to show this one because they're going to say that that man asked permission. I want to show the one where Marlon Morgan is talking in Patois and nobody stopped him. He said a few lines, a couple lines, and nobody stopped him. Right? The damn hypocrisy of it all.
Madam Speaker, that Jamaica siga siendo un buen vecino, Madam Speaker, Cuba, has been for all that, for your indulgences, Madam Speaker, that Jamaica siga siendo un buen...
And of course, when name, some of them I just can't remember their name. Yo, man, I tell you, say, brother, it just.
When Nikisha Burchell, the MP annual typists, isn't allowed in Parliament right now, because Parliament interacts with foreign governments and organizations.
I'll try to find a video, man.
Scripted, manipulative, and also suggests she
Intentions of this honourable house.
and emotional framing. See how quickly she adopted these traits.
Let me see if I did this one.
Me get up this afternoon for me. That attempt.
Hey, Shaga mad them for you, you know? Shaga mad them, man. Shaga mad them. Marlon Morgan. Let me type Marlon Morgan. Marlon Morgan. I can't believe it. Do I have it on my YouTube? Do I have it on my YouTube? Do I have it on my YouTube?
We consulted. We went as far as to establish instead.
Is it this? No, that's not the one. That's a different one. Let me go and play her.
So you got what you wanted, right? You got the publicity, you're on the podcast, you're making the rounds, you're on TV, and something that
she earthy.
You just shouldn't be defending it. You are a lawmaker. You are there to make laws. That's the first thing that you're there to do as a parliamentarian. That's the first thing we're all there to do as parliamentarians. And so if we're there to make laws for the good of this land, then you, as a parliamentarian, should be abiding by the standing orders.
How about you guys abiding by the law of procurement? How about your leader filing his statutory declaration and declaring whether or not he made his money legally? Let me say, hey, like these people cannot stand on nothing where integrity is concerned. When they have a leader that wants to take out the portion of the Integrity Commission that deals with illicit enrichment. You guys have no legs to stand on. Mighty God, embarrassing.
And
Embarrassing.
the speaker asserting herself and saying that we must stick with and stick to the standing order. And you cannot show me or anybody in this country where the speaker was wrong by sticking with the standing order to say that.
Yeah, we can show you, miss. We can show you.
If you needed permission to speak or dialect or patois, then you knew what you had to do. You were supposed to ask permission and you didn't. So period. You have no leg to stand on. None. I don't care how many rounds you make. I don't care how many TV shows you go on. You were just wrong.
Yes, you are wrong. I don't care how much times you say Nikisha Burchell is wrong. You are wrong. Rubbish your chat.
And all the speaker is trying to do is to uphold the rules and the laws of the parliament by sticking with this.
Then why should not table the FLA report? You're full of ish like crap to blows and skirt. Why should not table the FLA report? Huh? If she are trying to follow the rules, why should not table the FLA report? Why we not carry the Integrity Commission to court all the while the government? Huh? You guys are hiding something, but God is in control. Wanna go and hide, man. You see when it busts out, one by one they'll be going to jail. One by one they'll be going to jail. Who fi got jail? Who fi force to resign? Force to resign. Time is coming, you know. You remember good. You can't stay there. Time is coming. Damn foolish as I come talk about. But shut up. Oh, yeah. Piss me off.
And you do not want to do that. And so you decided you're going to cast her as this horrible person, as this bad person, as this controlling person.
Nobody is casting her. She is a horrible person. She is a controlling person. She act like a Virago. She act like a Jezebel. You think so when I watch the parliament I have one opinion about Juliet Wallace? Or what this man? You think so you can come tell we where we are sick? You could have talked till a green. You could have talked till a green. Not the way I say now impact, nothing at all. You remember good. Just understand that. Andrea Wagwan. Carol, big up yourself. She's a bully herself. What do you mean? This one here. That's why she love bully, you know. Because she a bully. She love bully because she's a bully. So she want to have the right to be a bully because she's a woman. Oh, I'm a woman. So when I'm being a bully, it means I'm asserting myself. Damn foolishness. What do you mean if she chat pato in a parliament all the time? Juliet Wallace.
Controlling her household.
Go back.
This control to do that. And so you decided you're going to cast her as this horrible person, as this bad person, as this controlling person, and that she's controlling her household.
She never said she's controlling her household. Stop lying on the lady. I am going to continue to point out that you're lying on Nikisha Burchell. Look at the statement that was made. I think the Speaker of the House likes to be in control. And that kind of control that you can get away with in your marriage if you want to control your husband. Keywords is if. Keywords is that kind of control you can get away with in your marriage if you want to control your husband. She never said she's controlling her husband. Stop lying on the lady. All lies will be exposed.
All of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TGJ, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Man.
The truth is the light.
The truth is the light. Look at the truth. She never said that she's controlling her husband. She says she thinks that she's somebody that likes to be in control. And that type of or kind of control you can get away with in your marriage if you want to control your husband. Not grown people in the parliament. Okay? Remember that. Don't get it twisted. Stop telling lie on the lady.
We fought too hard as women to get to where we are. For you as a woman to...
Where you fight? Where you fight? to get to where? To the point where you can be one bully? And that you fight for? Hurt people, hurt people. So you was hurt. And now you come to hurt people. You was bullied at some point in your life. So now you want to come bully people. It don't work that way, madam. It don't work that way. Being fair and balanced means you be professional in your post. I say again, I am not a fan of Mr. Finson. But look at how he deals with himself and carry himself in the Senate as a speaker. Look at how he carry himself. And I still don't agree with everything, every ruling and everything. But at the same time, look at how he deals with the individuals he deals with. He commands respect because he gives it. Look at the situation with Clive, where young man named Clive Tomlinson. And he spoke to him. And he ruled. And Clive Tomlinson apologized to the lady across the room and she accepted it. Because Mr. Finson, right? He conducts himself as a speaker that he commands that respect. Why Juliet Owens can't do that? The opposition is not just out here trying to be mischievous. The lady she's terrible. She's literally terrible. We have been paying attention to her. She is terrible. And if I did some people at some part of Jamaica where they're in a parliament, they would have fling one cup of water off her. The way how she got along. She's terrible. She's very disrespectful.
Cast her in this light, and I take offense as a woman.
We don't care. Take offense all you want. As a woman, we no business.
I take offense as a woman.
We don't care.
I don't know if you also notice, there's one bathroom and one toilet to share for all of us women in the parliament on our side.
And
you know why that is? Because for decades, ma'am, the parliament was controlled by men. If you look on the walls, it's all men faces.
Miss, this argument that you're making to emphasize, for have persons to feel sorry for Juliet Owens and because she's a woman, it's not working. We're not talking about the same things. You being a woman does not give you the right to disrespect people in the parliament. And then in turn get respect and empathy. You lost your goddamn mind. Your approach. You catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Be respectful. What is wrong with you?
And we're fought to get that quota, that 40% in the parliament. And here you are. Here you are. Here you come, puffing up yourself. Here you are.
You guys are very jealous of Nikisha Burchell and it shows. The attention she gets, the love that she gets from the people, the respect that she gets from the people. Look at her face, Jamaica. Look on the bad mind on her face. More zoom in on it. Here you are. Look on her face. It burn her. Oh, God. Oh, God. Look on her, Jamaica. Look at her. Wow. She's so upset. She's so upset. Look at her. Mighty God. Bad mind is active.
Juliet is not going anywhere. She's going to continue to be the speaker. And you need to start abiding by the standing order because you are a parliamentarian who took an oath to uphold the laws of this land. You need to uphold the laws of the standing order going forward.
Let me hear it.
Now, MP Cutbert Flynn, just as though you have the right to come and voice your opinion on Nikisha Burchell's opinion of the Speaker of the House, whether you believe it to be rude or not, just as though you have the right to voice your opinion,
There you
Nikisha
go.
Burchell also have a right to voice.
Bingo! There's no law that Nikisha Burchell broke. It is her opinion, and a lot of us share the same opinion. The ladies are very ego. She too controlling. And the only way that will change, in our opinion, if she start behaving differently and start show the people some respect moving forward. Nothing will change. Our opinions will not change of her. Nikisha Burchell said what hundreds of thousands of Jamaicans in Jamaica that voted believe about the Speaker of the House. And also people abroad as well, whether you want to believe it or not. And I'm telling you, for the persons that are not Jamaican, I would love to have you on my platform to do a show for me to show you and demonstrate the nastiness, the nasty behavior of the Speaker of the House, and have you give your opinion live. I would love for like 200 people that don't follow Jamaica politics to come on and do a poll. I'm telling you, the majority of them will see what we see. Because it is what it is. Jamaica, like and share the video for me, please. And big up Perry, doing a great job, my brother. Doing a great job. You understand? No look a joke. No look a joke. Let me hear him say. Come on, go back to this. Oh my God.
Her opinion. So I won't bash you for sharing your opinion. What I'll flog you for, figuratively of course, is your hypocrisy and your selective outrage. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have not heard much from any of the JLP MPs as it relates to advocacy on behalf of their constituency or on any other matter regarding the nation of Jamaica.
Yes.
I find it interesting that MP Cutbert Flynn could rant for over 5 minutes about Nikisha Burchell and her opinion of the Speaker of the House. An opinion that she has the right to have. But there are so many matters that I have not heard this MP address.
Nothing.
I am pretty sure that her constituency isn't perfect. I am pretty sure that there are a lot of issues in Jamaica today that a good MP, an MP that is not about the green or the orange, an MP that is willing to break political ranks if needs be. There are many matters that you could have addressed. That 5 minutes plus MP Cutbert Flynn would have made much more sense if you came out and showed your concerns about the fact that the donations, the cash donations that the government has received, it has barely been touched or used to assist disaster victims post-Hurricane Melissa, or it is because your constituency wasn't necessarily affected by the hurricane. You have no voice on those matters. What about the people who are flooding out now in Westmoreland and in other places? A lot of places that still don't have light, still don't have water. We have a road crisis in our country. Right? And again, you don't need to be a Labourite or a PNP on these matters. You just need to be a Jamaican. And the baby on the breast can see where there are a plethora of issues that a good MP could have come out and addressed.
That's right.
And don't tell me that it is beyond you. MP Malahoo Fort stood up in Parliament, broke political ranks, and made very clear that the Naira bill at the time, in its current form, was not ready to be passed. I would like to add that the bill was still not a good bill. I just want to communicate to you what Malahoo Fort stance was at the time.
Big up Perry in Christ. Zine, remember just touch back a little bit of this.
You are talking
in whatever way.
You are talking complete rubbish now, and you are making this house a joke. You are turning this house into a joke.
Honorable member.
You're not fit.
Honorable Stevenson, hi. Please have mercy on the speaker.
How dare you infringe on his right to freedom of speech?
Honorable member, can I address that issue? Can I address that issue, and I will address it in the following way. Honorable member, Senator, can you withdraw from using that word towards me? Can you withdraw from that?
What?
Jamaica, you heard how the speaker addressed the member about the word rubbish? Did he react in a virago way? I'm going to keep using that word. Did he react in a virago way, ladies and gentlemen? Mr. Member, could you refrain from using that word to me? Could you retract that word? If Juliet Onus had said to Dr. Angela Brownberg, Dr. Angela Brownberg, come on, you're well aware that you should not touch the mace. That is very serious. Now, I am going to rule that you are removed from the house. Marshall, please assist Miss Dr. Angela Brownberg in exiting so we can continue with the business of the house. You see the difference in that statement and what she actually said? Outside, who the hell are you talking to? And nobody from the Jamaica Labour Party asked the Speaker of the House to apologize? And you want Nikisha Burchell to apologize for her opinion, her honest opinion about the Speaker? Listen, Dean Jackson Miller, yeah, nah, rock with up on that one, mama. No, not at all. Not at all. Love your legal stuff, them and everything, but this one, yeah, you totally missed the ball and kind of expose yourself.
Must I withdraw?
That I'm talking rubbish.
It's right, you're saying rubbish is unparliamentary now as well.
Honorable members.
Are you ruling that the word rubbish is unparliamentary?
Honorable members, you want to intervene, Honorable Maiman?
No, I think it's important that I do that. Because we sat here earlier on today and allowed members from the other side calling a whole political party racist. You didn't intervene. Section. That is correct at calling a member a faction. It's well within his right.
Honorable member.
Invent rulings.
Honorable member.
Invent rulings. I ask you to please allow Ntatelekota to proceed. We simply are not going to sit here and take biased rulings.
Honorable
please
member.
Ask Ntatelekota to proceed. Please.
Honorable member. I will insist on honorable, and I would really request Honorable Stenezen to work.
No, racist is worse than rubbish. So this man is clearly biased.
All the word saying that I'm talking rubbish. Honorable Stenezen, can you withdraw the word that I'm talking rubbish?
What rule is that word on the basis?
Honorable member, I find it quite insulting for me to be told that I'm talking rubbish.
It's not true.
Can you withdraw that, Honorable Member Stenezen?
I won't withdraw it because you are talking rubbish.
Honorable Stenezen, I'm asking you again. Can you withdraw the word rubbish?
Nope.
House Chair, I will not withdraw the word rubbish because you are talking
rubbish.
Then you would leave me with no option than to ask you to leave the house.
I'm happy to leave the house, but I'll say be able to listen to your rubbish.
You hear that? The man say, I am happy to leave the house than sit here and listen to your rubbish. Straight up. We're going to move on, ladies and gentlemen. I've made my point. Absolute nonsense. Let's just look at what Nikisha Burchell said again. This is what they are upset about. This is what they're upset about, ladies and gentlemen. Alright? This is what they're upset about, you know. I just think the speaker, she likes to be in control. And that kind of control that you get away with in a marriage, if you want to control your husband. For example, you can't control grown people sent to parliament to represent their people. There is disorder and disrespect. But then there is also control. Because it's not a school mistress and a school marm in a basic school. All right? And I stand with Nikisha Burchell on those statements. She never told a lie. We're going to move on. I never expected to ventilate this issue in this capacity, ladies and gentlemen, but honestly. And thank you so much, Sasdi, for calling me. You know what I mean? Appreciate that. Really do. And big up Perry in Christ. Make sure you don't go follow him. Right? Yes, yes. Alright. And, you know, this is my page. Main page. You know what I mean? Let's get to 50K subs, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, moving on. I didn't catch all of this, so let's go.
When you put up this producer. When you put up this producer, we're just saying something. See there, producer. Because we need to educate people. We need to educate people. So call somebody and tell them to come. Because you see this Astoria. Who remember this? Supreme Court strikes down Bengal mining permit. Who remember that? Who remember when the Supreme Court ruled that no mining must happen in the Bengal, where the Bengal mining development company set up?
Right.
Where is that? Between Sainton and Trelawney. You remember that?
Yes, we do.
Something dawned on me.
Yes.
Because it would mean that in order for them to reach this far, it means somebody else would have tell them no and them do it anyways.
Right.
Who told them no? Who told them no? Let me find it and show you. Let me find it and show you, Jamaica. All right. So, yes, Jamaica. Back in you see how long this is going from about 2019. So in 2019, at the time, yes, put it up, producer. Work with me, producer. Put it up, producer. Put it up, producer. Because we're going to get to the bottom of this. Former public defender hails Bengal mining ruling.
Yes, I remember this. I talked about this story as well. Get the likes up, guys.
You remember that?
Yeah, man.
NEPA tell them no. Them decide, say, them are going to go further.
Right.
Right? That's what they did. But we could go deeper into it. This issue is from 2019. Who was the government in 2019?
Same government.
JLP. All right. It's the same government, right? Fine. When did NEPA become an office under the office of the Prime Minister? Because these dates are important to, you know.
Yes.
Government to appeal ruling. Thank you, producer. Make that stay right there, so. So I decided to myself, Jamaica, what is so special about Bengal mining? Why them need to go forward with our money to challenge the ruling? Why? This don't make no sense. So I decided to look up Bengal mining.
Right.
Put up the Gleaner article now, producer. The short Gleaner article. The short one. Put up that one. Put up the short Gleaner article, producer. Because we are going to get to the bottom of this tonight. Kashif Sweet, Jamaica World's managing partner, revealed in an exclusive interview to the news station on Saturday that Ronald Edwards was being eyed for the executive role as an officer. A petition was launched on Sunday by residents insistent that the Holness administration was wrong when it overturned a decision by the National Environment and Planning Agency, a state environmental watchdog, denying Jamaica World a mining and quarry permit.
What?
Lefi deso Jamaica. Lefi deso. Who is Jamaica World? Who is Jamaica World?
Hold on there. Holness administration was wrong when it overturned a decision by NEPA, a state environmental watchdog, denying Jamaica World a mining and quarrying permit. Okay, so they overturn it. Okay.
Put up the something now, producer. Put it up, the Florida one. Put it up. Put it up, producer. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
Right.
Put it up, producer. Not that one. All right, make that stay. Make it a little bigger, producer. Make it a little bigger.
Yeah.
Producer, take me off. It's okay.
Yeah, man.
Are you hearing me? Is everybody hearing me?
Yes, we are. Go ahead.
Just say yes if you hear me.
Mm-hmm.
Me not say no yes, no. When you not hear me, then Lord have mercy.
They might hear you, bro.
If you're not hearing me,
Let me know if you hear me.
All right, make it stay this on producer. All right, they might hear me. Go then. A startup which plans. Let me read it from my phone because we can barely see.
Yeah, man. A startup which plans to operate in the mining.
A startup which plans to operating in the mining, real estate and renewable energy sector have applied to the National Environment and Planning Agency for a permit to mine an initial 50 hectares of land within Bengal, which is between Rio Bueno in Trelawney and Discovery Bay in St. Anne. Plans are to extract high quality limestones from an open pit quarry. The principles behind Jamaica World were not immediately ascertained. Its operation will complete against Linford Mining in St. Anne, blah, 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 blah. Focus on the part where it says principles behind Jamaica World. Principles. When you say principles, what that mean? What that mean?
The main owners.
Who run the thing.
Yeah, who run it, right.
Who run the thing. That it mean, you know. Who run the thing. Put up this one here big now. Put up this one here big. I wonder if you can see. I don't know if you can see. Make it big on phone TV. But I go tell you what it say. Jamaica, this Jamaica World Place, you see? This Jamaica World Place says it is a registered company in Florida. It is a registered company in Florida. I would say the address.
I can't see it.
But it have two names in it. Two names it have. One of the names is Madison L. Blake. And the next one is a Dwayne Blake. Jamaica World LLC. Put me back on the screen now, producer. Put me back on the screen. I did a deep dive because I want to know who own Jamaica World LLC. Two names come up. But this Kashif Smith name keeps coming up too. Kashif Smith is the spokesperson, managing director. But there is another name that came up. What is that other name? Dwayne Blake. So me say, why the Prime Minister want to use our money to challenge the ruling? What is behind this Jamaica World so much?
Yes.
People from the 1970s and 80s, draw closer. People from the Siaga era, draw closer. Draw closer. The name Blake mean anything to no? The name Blake. Somebody say it. The name Blake means something to no? Somebody say it. Conrad say it.
Yo, where was Head Boy tonight?
Who is the father of Dwayne and what is her name? Let me look. Madison Blake. Who are the father for Dwayne and Madison Blake? 1970s people, talk up. More one person will know the answer, call me and tell me. One person will know the answer, call me and tell me. One person will know the answer, call me and tell me. We debunking all wickedness tonight. Una saying it, but I want somebody to call me and tell me. Conrad, me see her talk. Call me and tell me, Conrad. Call the line and call and tell me, Conrad O'Brien. I see you telling me, Conrad O'Brien. Call me and tell me. I not say it. I not say it. I not saying it. Somebody call me. Thank you for calling. Good night. Hello?
Not saying it.
Hello?
Show up, Puffy.
No, man. Michelle, call me. Who is the father of Dwayne and Madison Blake? I guess so you don't know. Who is the father of Dwayne and Madison Blake? Michelle, yeah, call, but me now see something there, Michelle. Thank you for calling. Good night.
Yeah, man. Good night. A Vivian Blake son, man.
All right, my boss. Thank you, my boss. Respect. Respect, my boss. Call back now, Michelle. Call back now, Michelle. The line clear. Call back now, Michelle. Call back now, Michelle. Michelle now call back. Let me call her. Ah, she a call back here. Yes, Michelle. Yes, Mishibu. Talk to me.
I could have told you that story, but you see, only young, so it is good. You know what is good? That all are investigating things and finding out for yourself. I know all of this long time, but sometimes I don't want to come across as I know it all. So it's good that you took the initiative to go and check this out and find this out for yourself. There is more that you're going to find out, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to let you find it out. Remember how many times I come on this platform, I post it on my page, that everything that is happening in Jamaica under Andrew, two things stand out. One, he's playing by the Edward Tiaga playbook. Two, history is repeating itself.
Thank you. Okay? Thank you.
And I am happy that yourself and Andre, because you guys weren't around that time, and I don't know this. Ishmael. Let me just say it. This is why I keep saying, I repeat myself over and over. It is imperative that Jamaicans, young Jamaicans like yourself, go and understand and read and comprehend. Because let me tell you what happened. You see, Jamaica's true political history, it is wiped away from the Jamaican internet, so to speak. You know how you will find things these days? It will be from the archives of overseas journalists who.
Yo, she not tell no lie about that, because most of the stuff that when we see, Mr. Well known some of, we talk about what go on in the 80s and stuff like that, and the 70s. And the 90s, is actually from the overseas newspaper, them New York Times and them something there. Yeah, anything to do with the shower posse and them thing there, yeah, them scrub it off our internet, the Jamaican internet, and I like shit tell. It's hard to find the references, and the Americans them document the shower posse history, and the FBI documentation them as well. It's very deep. I haven't really dived into it 100%. But I know enough to know I could never be a Labourite. I could never, given the history what them have, it's nasty, Jamaica. It's nasty. It's real nasty.
Went in depth about what took place under Edward Tiaga. One Jamaican journalist that Jamaicans need to read upon, because there's still things you can find out about him on the internet.
All right. So, yes. Thank you.
Read about John Maxwell. And John Maxwell will give young Jamaicans a deep analysis of who Edward Tiaga was.
All right.
All right. We're not going to take the program with a long talk. All right, cool.
Yeah. Yes, sir, Conrad. Yes, sir, Conrad. Talk to me. No, man, you have to turn off the thing in the background, man, Conrad.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's up.
All right. Talk to me.
Where's Ishmael?
No, me didn't want somebody tell me who is the father of Dwayne Blake, and the people in the comments are telling me that the Madison Blake is actually the wife and not the daughter. So I assume, because I didn't look at the date of birth. But continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So you see the clear connection there, and it's as Michelle just said a while ago. It's just repeating itself, and what you're seeing is the shower posse re-emerging in a big way. In a big way. And in order to facilitate all of this, dictatorship is a central part of it, and connect the dots. Listen, viewers and listeners, connect the dots with NARA. Everything is linked. There is a common thread. A common thread that is there. I spoke to a senior laborite today, and the individual disclosed to me a particular narrative, and I have it to be my editorial piece on Tuesday.
Yes.
Where they, and just stay with me for a minute or so. Previously, things that would have normally gone through councillors during the time when the Jamaica Labour Party had 48 members of parliament, a number of those things were moved to MPs, and they usurped the councillors. The councillors basically become useless because it's a way of not giving the opposition PNP any currency by way of allowing their members to have any spend.
Yes.
Now that the whole thing changed, so the MPs used to get the money. So you notice, so whenever you give that, all MP would have to get it. So the Prime Minister didn't mind giving the 14 MP at the time, and the PNP started a little thing here and there. Now that the dynamic has changed,
big money,
the narrative itself has also changed. So you find that now it's another avenue to basically take the PNP out of the equation totally, and give 100% access and power to the governing Jamaica Labour Party. And for the Prime Minister to do so, he has to find an avenue, and that avenue is NARA. The reason why the body that is being asked for, the board that is being asked for by the PNP and civil society, the Jamaica Labour Party, the government, Andrew Wallace is saying that is absolutely non-negotiable. Because if he gives on that, he will not have the ultimate power over NARA. Therefore, the 12th man who is the Jamaican people will now have to come in on board, because the Jamaica Labour Party is not going to give anything, the government of the day, not going to give anything to the opposition that deserve a simple majority. They are going to push through with that majority. So the people of Jamaica will now have to come on board.
Thank you.
28 civil society group shows some kind of backbone recently. The circle has to be closed now. The opposition and those groups will now have to get the rest of Jamaica on board to basically close that cycle. That is how critical this thing is. We're not talking about billions anymore. NARA is about $3 trillion. 1% of that being stolen, our whole heap of money. May God.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you. Producer, put it up now. We are work, producer. Put it up, producer. You have the information, so put it up.
Wow.
Jamaica, this is why. So we're putting everything together now, you know. Who that on the screen?
Okay.
Who that on the screen?
Okay.
When you thought that they would have been moving away from some kind of politics, them start do something different now. So why are these things that I'm mentioning important though?
Yes.
It is important because now you see where the elites really are. Now you see who really chose Jamaica.
Wow.
So in the Bengal mining issue,
yes,
it is no different.
Yes.
You are going to use public money to fund a personal issue. Vivian Blake started and was a part of the shower posse. And now You have a company that is leading it, and you are fighting tooth and nail for them. You are fighting tooth and nail for them.
Wow.
3 times you were told no, and you're going back for the 4th no. NEPA tell you no. NRCA tell you no. The court tell you no twice and 5 times. The court told you no, and now you are going to appeal it. And we are going to pay for that, you know. This is why NARA is a no. It passed, you know. But we need to ensure that nothing ever happens with that bill. We have, you see this petition thing? I want somebody put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Producer, if you can find it, put it in the chat and tag it. John, if you can find it and tag it in the chat, tag it. Put.
Right now, I'm going to put it in my chat right now. Right now, I'm going to put it in my chat. I tell her that this is serious. What a connection. What a connection, ladies and gentlemen. A good thing some have up on my computer, so you know this file can copy it easily. Let me drop the thing phone, ladies and gentlemen, so we can go sign the petition. Alright? Where is it? See it here? 15,000 signatures minimum. Copy this. Drop it in the chat phone. Right here, so. Alright, me just drop it over Bolo VNR 2.0. Me drop it in a Bolo VNR clips. Drop it in a Bolo VNR clips. Guys, sign the petition and share the petition. This is serious. This is deadly. You're talking about what appears to be mafia ties.
Put it in the chat, I'm begging you. Think about this now, Jamaica. Think about this.
This looks like mafia ties.
If it is that he will have full exclusive rights to NARA, what then is necessary for everybody else? Michelle, call him back. Let me give her. Let me give her. I'll give me 2 minutes, Michelle. Go ahead.
What Jamaicans need to understand, you know, because I keep saying that what is coming up is something very dangerous. If you all remembered, because you have to understand where this has come from. This is coming from Siaga's alliance with Eli Tisonai, the Israeli mobster, right? Asks what is Andrew's relationship with the Prime Minister of Israel. Vivian Blake, at the age of 17, you know.
Yes.
Was part of the Jamaican cricket team, you know. Right? And he came to America and never went back. He was the head, he was the leader of the Showa Posse. Wow. It is alleged that he killed over 1,400 persons or more with regards to the drug trade. Wow. If you go, and I'm not going to because people need to read and research for themselves. If you go and look at some of the names that were aligned with Vivian Blake, that were aligned with the Showa Posse, if you go and look at some of these names.
Before we do that, let me read this.
Journalist John Maxwell was a lifelong, fierce political opponent of former Prime Minister Edward Seaga. As a diehard socialist and PNP supporter, Maxwell famously contested Seaga's virtually unassailable West Kingston seat in the 1972 elections. The University of the West Indies +3. Maxwell's critiques of Seaga and his political legacy are best remembered by the following dynamics. Direct responsibility for violence. Maxwell continuously argued that much of the political and garrison violence that plagued Jamaica traced directly back to Seaga's actions and political machinations in the 1960s and 1970s. Red Scare politics. Writing in publications like the Sunday Observer, Maxwell accused Seaga of committing treason by stoking international paranoia and abetting foreign powers in the destabilization.
What just happened?
Destabilization of Michael Manley's PNP government. Maxwell frequently pointed out that Siga had to quietly apologize and walk back his claims of PNP communism to the World Bank and U.S. interests once he became prime minister in 1980. The Glengoff debate. Throughout their over 40-year feud, Maxwell maintained that Siga's policies were deeply elitist and destructive to Jamaica's social fabric. Standing in sharp ideological contradiction to his own progressive and environmentalist values. Facebook, I am Jamaica +4.
Jamaica, you hear that?
For context on the...
When you hear that? That's John Maxwell, my lady there. So we could look up, I just have to look up a while ago. Show Up Posse documentary. Them have a PDF? What? That's crazy. That's crazy. Them have a PDF? Wow. Videos. That was a month ago. More when I videoed them like years ago. I'm see Mr. Alone some talk about all the while. You know something, you forget that video there? 4 weeks ago. No man, Show Up Posse, FBI documentary. Them video out, you know man. Them video out. Old video. When I old video them I look for. Let me see. 1973. Jamaica gangster Vivian Blake. Granted, let me see this.
House on the Miami street goes quiet before the men even finish coming through the door. 5 people die. Among the dead is a pregnant woman found on her knees, hands folded, in a position that investigators will later describe, with the flat effect of official language, as suggesting she may have been begging for her life. It is November 1984, and the case will eventually find its way into a 62-count federal indictment. But on this particular night, it is just a crime scene in a neighborhood where crime scenes do not always produce witnesses. The detectives who work it note something in the operational pattern, the speed, the completeness, the absence of anything left behind. But the name they are looking for will not surface in their paperwork for years. In the early reports, there is one small detail that gets filed without emphasis. The people who did this did not take the product. They took something else, something nobody could identify, something that didn't appear on any inventory. His name is Vivian Blake, and the most dangerous thing about him is not that he is violent, it is that he is not. He was born in Kingston on May 11th, 1956, and the neighborhood that made him was Tivoli Gardens, a garrison community in West Kingston where the Jamaica Labour Party had built something that looked, from the outside, like public housing, and functioned from the inside like a sovereign state. The word garrison carries a meaning most outsiders miss. It does not describe a neighborhood. It describes a complete parallel system, one where political loyalty is the price of safety, where the Dawn manages welfare and violence with equal fluency, and where the state only enters on terms negotiated at the street level. To grow up in Tivoli Gardens in the late 1960s was to understand power, not as theory, but as weather, something you felt constantly on your skin, and learned to read before it turned. Blake was, by every account that survives him, genuinely uncomfortably intelligent. He read, he watched systems, he understood how things moved. And in 1973, at 17 years old, he boarded a plane to New York City as part of a traveling cricket exhibition. He never went back, not because he was running, because he had seen something. New York in 1973 was broke, burning, and structurally wide open. Blake, young and undocumented, began where many Jamaican migrants in his position began. Marijuana, street level, watching how money moved and where it slowed down. What separated him from every other young man running the same game was that he did not see the corner. He saw the architecture, where the margin leaked, where the risk concentrated, where a different model would produce a different result. He began quietly to build one. Back in Kingston, the 1970s elections between Edward Sega's JLP and Michael Manley's PNP had turned garrison communities into armed camps. Lester Lloyd Coke, Jim Brown, was consolidating muscle in West Kingston. Guns, votes, bodies. According to multiple reports, the CIA provided arms, training, and transport to JLP-aligned posse members during this period, a claim that remains one of the most volatile footnotes in Jamaican criminal history. What is not disputed is the result. By the end of the decade, there were fully formed, heavily armed, politically trained Jamaican crews living in New York and Miami, stripped of their original purpose and looking for a new one. Blake was waiting for them, the genius of what he built. And it was, by any structural measure, genius, was that it did not look like anything law enforcement already had a template for. Not the Italian-American model with its fixed hierarchies and mappable territories. Not the Colombian model with its massive container ship loads that moved efficiently but left enormous footprints. Blake's model was cellular, distributed, and deliberately fragmented. Smaller loads, higher frequency, a wider human network. The women he recruited, some of them higglers, Jamaican market traders who already made regular Kingston to Miami flights carrying secondhand clothes, moved cocaine packages on their bodies through customs lines that were not looking for them. The product moved inside the noise of ordinary Caribbean migration, invisible because it had been designed to look like everything else already moving through those airports. From Miami, it spread. New York first, then up the East Coast, Washington, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Boston, then west into Kansas City, Chicago, Detroit, Los Angeles, and beyond. By the mid-1980s, the Shower Posse controlled distribution cells in more than 20 American cities, with operations reaching as far as Alaska. Blake's half-brothers, Errol Hussing and Tony Bruce, ran New York, the most competitive market in the country. One crew member, Kirk Bruce, would later confess to more than 100 murders. Federal prosecutors would eventually allege that Blake's organization was directly or indirectly responsible for over 1,400 drug-related killings across America. Attorney General Richard Thornburg would describe what the Pazes had built as urban terrorism. Not rhetoric, but a clinical description of a strategy designed to collapse local drug markets through overwhelming violence and then move into the space left behind. And still, in every file, every task force memo, every grand jury exhibit from this period, there is a gap. The investigators can see the network. They can trace the routes.
From destitute beginnings in Jamaica, he created one of the most feared drug gangs in American history. He is responsible for thousands of deaths. His impact is felt even today, continuing war against drugs. Lester Coke created an empire built on fear. Uncommon. Brutality is often a tradition, with origins that can be traced back centuries. In the 1980s, however, a new crime organization took hold. Born of the drug trade and unrestrained by ancient custom, the Shower Posse brought havoc not only to its native Jamaica, but across the United States as well. At the top of the organization stood the most feared posse don of them all, Lester Lloyd Coke. In less than a decade, Lester Coke's Shower Posse rose from obscurity in the political unrest of Jamaica to prominence as one of the most feared drug gangs in American history. And in that same decade, the FBI, the DEA, and the ATF fought together in an unprecedented battle to bring down Lester Coke, and in doing so, raised the stakes of the widening war against drugs. To most, Jamaica is a vacation paradise, the birthplace of reggae music, a land of unique art and culture, the qualities that bring million destination. But there's another Jamaica, a complicated land with a tragic past. This was the Jamaica that created Lester Lloyd Coke. Coke grew up in Tivoli Gardens, a poor community on the outskirts of the Jamaican capital of Kingston. His early life was spent in this cramped tenement yard. As many as 10 families lived here, each limited to a single room, with the entire building sharing one bathroom. He came from the world of the sufferers, those sharing a life of extreme poverty and desperation.
Well, the typical childhood of a sufferer youth in Jamaica is a very frightening one, in the sense that many of that generation was simply not able to have access to high schools. I mean, their schooling would end at the age of 14 or 15. It would mean then that just housing would be a serious problem. Getting food on a daily basis would be a serious problem. Many of these people depended on remittances coming from abroad. I mean, that really sometimes determined whether they survived or did not survive.
Jamaica, I see him thing happen right now, you know. I see him status quo, I see him blueprint, you know. But no progress. Mighty God.
And how they ended up in prison, because what a lot of people don't understand, America is a big part of it. And look at some of the names that were aligned with Vivian Blake, that were aligned with the Shower Posse. If you go and look at some of these names, and how they ended up in prison. Because what a lot of people don't understand, America is a big part of everything that took place in Siaga time and that is taking place now, right? And what a lot of people don't understand, you see Jim Brown?
Yeah.
Jim Brown never burned up in a fire. He was murdered because Siaga was afraid that he would speak about certain deeds when taken by the FBI to this country we name America.
Whoa.
There is a lot. Young Jamaicans, I am urging you, your political history is vital, because you all must understand it is a reason why it has been wiped clean from the Jamaican archives. You will never go into the Jamaican archives and find anything about the 1980s and the Siaga's criminal activities in Jamaica. Siaga is the reason, along with the CIA, why there are guns and drugs in Jamaica. So when you hear Labour right talking about PMP or murderers and whatnot, no, all of that started under Edward Philip George Siaga. That man is a demon. He's a demon from the pits of hell. Only figure read, only figure research, and understand the crisis where Jamaica
Thank
is.
you, Michelle.
All right?
Thanks, Michelle.
All
Thank
right.
you very much. I always can depend on Michelle to tell me the truth and drop the truth.
Altia, what's up, Altia?
On Michelle. But it is important, Jamaica, that we understand what is really happening in front of we two eye them.
Wow.
And me hear people talking about who is the better, more charismatic leader, and none of those. Oh God, man. Producer, your work, man. Lady P, yes, Lady P.
All right, good night again. Regardless, me and me, Joe, we still have family. To my knowledge. The thing with the shower posse, we have your in a documentary, 1,000 odd people with the FBI and are pregnant woman and I lie them up here.
Yes.
And I lie Vivian Blake, you know, see when him come home or in dead quick. Can them prize him from up there? So him come out Jamaica, I go dead.
Yes.
I remember, I think it was Richard Nixon was the president. And when them fight Jamaica, he said to make the economy squeal. Yes, then come to kill Mandley. And when they couldn't get to kill Mandley, then shoot all Batman.
See? Come here, the things I'm like yes about. I'm just thinking about this. Jobs. You just watch this and then that's why you have to relax.
One, a pregnant one, was found in a praying position as if pleading for her life. Investigators charged this slaughter was the handiwork of Jamaican posses that killed 1,400 people around the nation during a 4-year investigation. Among arrests that began yesterday were 34 members of the Miami-based Shower Posse, so named because they rained bullets on their enemies.
These people are absolutely the most vicious organized crime group in the United States today.
We're getting some innocent people getting killed as a result of the existence of these organizations.
Federal, state, and local agencies in 21 cities around the nation are serving 435 warrants. Violations include murder, drug trafficking, and illegal weapons. 91 warrants in South Florida include 70 in Broward and fewer than 10 in Dade, while the Immigration Service is searching for 20 illegals imported from the slums of Jamaica, where the violent posses originated. Authorities say the posses are so evasive, a multi-agency task force called Rum Punch 2 had to be formed.
To go out and arrest large numbers of people who have been escaping because of the lack of resources and manpower.
But more than half of those scheduled to be arrested are still at large. Among those, the head of the Shower Posse, Vivian Blake. If convicted, Blake faces 390 years in prison and a $15.5 million fine for his role in the show.
When they come in here, they have that 390 years in prison. I don't think that's not Jamaica. Right now. You understand?
Shower Posse.
The Shower Posse is the largest posse of some 40 that are presently active in the United States.
The largest. Come here, ready with one now. When you see this, I'm going to ask something that's happening.
The 62-count Shower Posse indictment unsealed in Miami today shows just how organized and violent the Jamaican drug gangs can be. In fact, after arresting only a handful of those they were looking for in South Florida, authorities say they seem to have just packed up and left as if they knew we were coming.
Whoa. They have to mute that part because I'm music.
And I think that
the police themselves could be afraid because they don't, give you the protection. If you give them, they tell everybody that you did it anyway. So this was black people said, we're not going to get involved because we're not going to get the protection.
Because of what's occurring in the crack movement, the drug feuding, and the efforts by Jamaicans to take over some areas, you see more violence and innocent people being shot.
Just because they want to make some money, feed their family.
Jamaica, look how the man them describe the shower posse as dangerous. And the police, they never shoot them and analyze them, then bring them in. Ain't that something? But the party where they're in a power that is aligned to the shower posse is out here analyzing criminals. I mean, bruh, you cannot make this up. You cannot. You can't make it up.
Let me stop that a minute. All right, people. You might have to take up this up again, I say they're all over the place, Sure, if you go on. When I can get me, I say, don't say yes to the thing that if you get a feel over there, see me, you operate here, of course. You can operate the thing. I tell me, the thing them sophisticated, man. The thing them up, man. Say, so me get something here, so same like TV station and thing. You have to have, when they have studio one, when I go on a BBC one, they have two BBC one. So have one down and next one, yes, they can just transfer it when they are doing and one and the other one are dealing with, So we do it same way, Yes. All right. So look on this now, people. This is a show part, them I show you. Yeah, how them will organize. They are part of the JP. This is a part of the JP. Yeah, machine. So now for them, that's why you see the minister now, one of the ministers say, the feds them having now and smuggling and all kind of little things. But them are minister, that's the start. If you want to clean a country, you have to clean the country and get serious. I mean, you see this? Look when drugs are run, all people fight and kill them one another to just stir from whole of the drug state. Now in Jamaica, billions of dollars of drugs are run, but not even one man or one little white man may see them kill the other day because they're mocked. You see? PSOJ is silent. The government of the day is silent on it. And now the court report. We know you're going to use 2 men and get arrested by fixed bail. And we know you're not else. But you come and tell me about get up and I want to hear that drug start cause more than that. It's an organized crime by members of the PSOJ and government people within the government running the court, not Jamaica, turning the court there. Just look at this, look what people dead. Just listen when people there and them feel dominant, they want the dominant space. And look how much people them kill for just sell crack and cocaine. In Jamaica, no, everything just silent, but you bet them big. What to the one them when I get bust? Billions of dollars, but I quote them around to it. That's why them love the government, so, corrupted, dirty thinking government. Them love it. Yeah, the government themselves not condemn it, You run on the little youth, them, but you don't condemn the amount of coke we're coming there. Yeah. You understand? Watch this. Remember continue, please. Watch it.
The vacuum left is being quickly filled by what the authorities call non-traditional crime groups.
Because so much of organized crime is imported, a lot of the burden for fighting it falls on the shoulders of a special investigations unit of the Immigration and Naturalization Service. Best known for the Border Patrol, these plainclothes cops go around finding illegal aliens accused of having committed organized crime.
He come here, he live here, but he's not here today now.
She was lying. The special agents spot their man trying to escape out the back door.
See that I tell lie to them,
Right.
He come here, but he's not here today.
Sylvia, big up yourself. A big woman that, elder that, And she a tell life he criminal. Look there.
Yeah, and then make it, you see, the one bag of pressure where you have some real people now who want to do a little work and get a beat that can't get it. Because when them set a mash up the people in place, watch out.
A resident alien from Jamaica. The target is a career criminal with a 20-year history of drug dealing and armed robbery. Under federal law, an alien is deportable if he or she commits even one felony. He and these others about to receive a one-way ticket out of the United States are said to be connected to organized Jamaican gangs called posses. The posses grew out of the urban violence surrounding the Jamaican elections of 1980. Warring factions associated with the two major political parties evolved from mere street gangs into organized criminal groups. Thousands are now operating in this country, and they brought with them a pattern of drug dealing and gunslinging. According to the authorities, the posses have been responsible for approximately 100 homicides in New York, 12 more in Washington, D.C., 31 in Houston, 15 others in Dallas, 13 in Kansas City, and well over 150 in South Florida.
Right now, cops in Dade County, Florida, have one suspected murderer under surveillance. The man is wanted in Kansas. He's supposedly hiding in a house just a block away.
The home the Metro Dade cops are raiding is allegedly a safe house, one used by Jamaican posse members on the run.
You're a citizen of Jamaica. Where's your documents to be in the country? You're leaving.
In their search, the police find several illegal aliens, as well as numerous loaded weapons. Then, with the assistance of an INS agent, they take a closer look at the identification offered by one of the men.
He spelled United States wrong on that ID. He has United States.
The man they spell United States wrong. A United States. Box cover, fraudulent document. Sylvia, you see this? Queen Candy, you see this? Althea, Sassidi. Mighty God.
This photo matched the one on the federal computer. A subsequent fingerprint check revealed that this indeed is the suspect wanted for murder in Kansas City.
In Dallas, 44
Watch
people
out,
in custody
woman.
were dealing in dope and death.
They're very violent. They have no compunction to take life of an officer or each other.
Authorities started the probe after 3 Jamaicans were killed in Dallas a few years ago. The murder total has reached 44.
We find that they not only have high quality type of weapons, but they also have a lot of them.
Dallas police raided Jamaican crack houses and confiscated drugs, weapons, and money. They made $400,000 a day dealing drugs.
I feel that here in Dallas, we're hitting at the heart of the organization.
Do you know what $400,000 a day meant back in this time? A serious money the money have behind them, you know?
Right. Nationwide, we hope to accomplish that same goal.
Federal authorities recognize Dallas as a Jamaican gang stronghold because of all the arrests here.
I think a third of this number, as I recall the statistics. That just means there were more warrants out. Not that they were any more successful. They may have more of a problem than some of the others.
Authorities in 13 states are still making arrests. They're trying to clear up 600 murders with Jamaican posse.
Yo, how can you be proud to be a laborite with this type of history? This is what you support? This darkness? And is the darkness not just there in Jamaica, it's spread in other countries? Like, man, no wonder people have one dirty blouse and skirt type of view about Jamaican people. Them think I make me shame to be Jamaican, brother. And then them have the audacity where they have to come talk about choose Jamaica.
Connections.
At this time, we're up to 1,200 firearms that have been purchased by the posse members here in the Dallas area, and many of these weapons are turning up in other major crime cities throughout the United States.
Authorities say Jamaicans ship the weapons from Dallas to both coasts. Guns bought here have turned up at crime scenes sometimes a day after purchase in New York, Washington, D.C., Los Angeles, Connecticut, New Jersey, and Kansas City. The shipments turn a big profit. A weapon bought here for $250 brings $500 in New York, brings $1,000 in Jamaica. That money in Jamaica is used to buy more dope to be shipped back to Dallas, and the dangerous cycle continues.
You're talking about the crack, cocaine, and you're talking about the guns. Ultimately, they both lead to death, whether it's by...
You understand the quiet very important. Crack cocaine, the guns, them both lead to death. Yeah. Lead to death. I don't just gonna run. The government, the police can't just go both them and go for gun alone. You have to go for the cocaine.
Yeah.
We do these things.
Of course.
But in Jamaica now, that's what you see the pattern of this, so them fight to turf and fight to control and the gun and the cocaine. And them fight to control. In Jamaica, you don't see none of this now. One time it used to go on, you know. People read other people base. But now you know some big boy them take it over. Members have to pay out. Members within the pay out. Who wants speed out can speed out, you know. Because them are not asking this. Number one, Jamaica youth them not have the money $12 billion, billion with a big boss. And you know, hear nobody else speak out. And go one the white man yesterday. 3.8 billion. That's 80 million US. How them get the money in the first place? So if you do that money, I don't know. But a big boy have the money there. One boss at 80 million US. One boss at 70 million US. You know, 40 million. Yeah, million, you know. Million. Boss. Then you ask yourself, if you have 31 million, but them saying that SSL, US can, but one drug boss, and nearly 3 times the amount of that. They are putting 90, 80 million. Nearly 3 times. Nearly 3 times the amount. One drug boss.
Crazy.
It tells a big boy behind this. Yeah? Nobody now dead, you know, see, go and answer the way because I don't want them tightening. Yeah? This bad. This bad. Teacher?
Drugs or whether it's by bullets.
Marcellus here. You got a second on 3 apartment complex. Dallas police tactical units rush into an East Dallas neighborhood. They are after Jamaican drug dealers, described as heavily armed, very dangerous. The explosion from a percussion grenade rocks the apartment, frightens anyone inside, and there are people in there. 5 are arrested, 2 are Jamaicans, there is 1 Cuban. From East Dallas to East LA to West Miami, in 20 states and 40 cities today, drug agents acted simultaneously.
What we did today is another drive against the Jamaican posse members, not only here in Dallas, but also nationwide. Thus far, at this time, there's been approximately 200 arrests made nationwide. There are 427 arrest warrants that are being served throughout the United States today.
You the man?
In South Dallas, most of the kids are good kids. They play kids games, go about their business. Some in South Dallas these days are taking care of other people's business.
How much are they? $20 a piece. 20 piece? Yeah, that's too much. They got any 10 rounds? Yeah, I get. Give me.
Who him say undercover? Him say no. Undercover. Them have you tested it. It is.
3. Well, give me 2.
A teenager sells crack cocaine to an undercover officer, part of a nationwide juvenile problem brought to Texas recently. Police call it the New York-Dallas connection. Close to 100 juveniles, some Jamaican, some American, brought here by Jamaican drug dealers in the last 2 months.
Something wicked to do. A trafficking that, you know, take a picnic and carry them down there.
It's bad for true, man.
Yes.
They're tougher to check out, tougher to arrest, and the Jamaicans know.
With juveniles, it's so much easier to get them out. There's, unless you got a good felony, there's no bond. It's just paperwork amount to get them released. But we have to.
My side, you know, me there for 2 hours. 3 people them that is watching. And from the fact that you are watching so long, can we get the likes up to the amount of people that's watching? Please and thanks. Can you guys hit the like button? If you don't know how to hit the like button, please ask me so I can tell you. Or let me tell you. All you have to do is double tap the middle of the screen with your finger on your phone like this. Just double tap the screen with your finger like this. Right in the middle of your phone. Alright? Just double tap the screen for me, guys. Yeah, man, me there for 2 hours now, man, and we're there and we are doing thing, man. Me I tell you, sometimes I feel discouraged, me not tell no lie, no. Sometimes I feel away me there and me I say, how comes the people and not hit the like button? Why they always have forget to hit the like button? Or is it that I saw labor writer watch me and just day night some monitoring spirits just day night in our background and so much monitoring spirits are come from my channel? When my people them there, me have over 200 people in my WhatsApp. Hold on, my phone there. Hold on, wait. Let me send one message in our group. Me have 2 groups. Let me see my group. Now this don't make no sense. This don't make no sense at all. I feel away more time, man. I'm not telling no lie, Jamaica. It kind of bothers me. If you see some have so much people that watch the live, and then, you know, the likes not comparable to the amount of people that is, the amount of likes is not comparable to the people that are watching it. So, you know, it's very disheartening sometimes. Even when me have a whole heap of people come in, and even though me I talk right now, the likes not change much. I just 3 more person hit the like button. See? Alright, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. For those that are in the group, please reach out to me. I want to know, when I send the links in the group, do you guys see the notification come up? And when you see it, do you guys like the video same time? May I ask? Alright? Yeah. For real, me really want to know because, you know, yo, and you know what next thing to me say? It's like the man who attack my WhatsApp, my phone, because one time I could have just forward certain things, stop police brutality. Oh, Twinkle Live that earlier. People them out, you know, people them. Let me see. I'm on my next group there. Me want to test something right now. Believe you me. You see me, Ishmael raised the thing. See, some people drop off. So there's some people that watching that don't care, obviously. Ladies and gentlemen in the group, I am live. If you're up or if you're not up, you catch the replay. The first thing I would love for you guys to do when you get this message, like up that video for me now. First and foremost. No man, only one time you can like the video, man. One time. Once you like the video already, that's fine. On the side, there's a heart button or something where you can tap. Yeah, but at one time you can like the video, man. One time.
Good charge on them. I mean, they just bring them around here and let them sell.
Hey man, you got some ID? For the street cops, questioning juveniles is more and more a part of their daily routine. Many times the answers and names tied to a New York and Jamaican history. Many times a history of violence and drug offenses.
Some people say they're only kids, but they're pretty dangerous, aren't they?
They're not any kind of kids I'd like to have my own, that's for sure.
Police question 2 juveniles, both from Jamaica. One with a history of drug arrests. The other can't be immediately checked out. Another night on the streets of Dallas, spent with drug suspects younger than police have ever seen before.
You hear that? Drug suspects that's younger than any police has ever. So the police them in New York and in America, the shower posse was trending and cutting and being a pioneer in a path of high level of disgraceful criminality, you know, like the lowest level, you know. Mighty God. The man them say children did they sell drugs at ages where them never see before. Man, this is some crazy stuff, bro.
When Dallas police raid a crack house, the suspects may not always be Jamaican, but there's a good chance those arrested are tied in with Jamaican suppliers.
More and more, they're insulating themselves by moving up and having other people deal for them, making it harder for us to get to them.
Jamaican drug operators are making their mark in the Metroplex. Sunday, 3 people allegedly selling crack for Jamaican suppliers in this complex flushed $90 worth of dope down the toilet. To retaliate, the Jamaican suppliers tortured the 3 with boiling water, knives, and rubbed salt in their wounds.
What?
You hear this now? Police are ready. And them have a first $90 with a crack cocaine down the toilet. And them torture them, Jamaican torture them. Knives and bust them upon them, rub salt in them more.
First of all, why would you even be a part of something like that? Why would you sign up for a job where, 1, it's illegal, 2, when you do the thing for self-preservation, for not wanting to go to prison, you're tortured? Boiled with what? Tortured with boiling water and then rub salt in your wound? Man, listen, you gotta be crazy, bro, to take a job like that. That's wild.
Torture them. Yeah? Instead of you get a break the posse after say I'm gonna do foolishness. Let go the posse them by the people. And instead of them go there to make a difference, them go there they go tarnish Jamaica. Hey. And them are talking about shower labor, right? Shower? Shower. It's tied to them. Yes. Yes, I will be and yourself who you see distance to that. See? Yes. You understand? Shower. And do these heinous things. Yeah? This party shouldn't even have power in the first place. If you ever find a party and them you just take the slogan and say me shower. Shower with bullets.
For real, man. For real.
I know when you hear PSOJ come out and say nothing, you know. All of the feds, me know not take note, you know. Because members between them and them have the money and them supply them thing and for them cook. Yes.
One of those tortured remains in serious condition at Parkland Hospital. Authorities say the tortures here will do more for the Jamaican drug business than $1 million worth of advertising. They say the tortures are more than just acts of violence. For the Jamaican drug dealers, they are a show of strength.
They have
show us strength for torture people.
Ruthlessly forced themselves into the market and taken over some operations that used to be controlled by less semi-organized individuals.
Fear is one of the Jamaicans' strongest weapons.
They operate on such a level
that
fear becomes part of their power structure. They're very strong. They have very good control over some of the lower socioeconomic areas in the Dallas area.
The war on Jamaican dealers creates another problem for other Jamaicans not involved in drugs. Barrington Nugent is president of the Jamaican Association of Dallas.
All right, see, all right, yeah, them say two things I never stop. Them say fear, and also the police force act right now with fear. Them a kill one a day now. Then kill one at St. Elizabeth yesterday. Every day police kill a man. Then go at Mountain View, then kill a man. And
This was 1 year ago, you know, this video when I play, you know. And I see something happen now, intensified, you know. Listen to the man.
You have someone come here, you have 8 o'clock in the morning. And you wait till police and so that one bag of police come here, and you have a gun and pipe and them, that don't make no sense. It's a 9mm to around 7 live road. Them love get 8, 9, 1 and 9mm. Them love it. And this guy, when them say a police commission, not a commission, it's a piece of shit. Yes? Be a human rights violation. I walk a kill off the people there. You understand? Yes. This bad, you know. This bad. See? So when you hear this, fear, and it causes the next problem. Because some innocent people, when a business boat and drugs, never mix up. Hey, let me tell you this. Them I never see coke or cocaine in a real life. Me never see cocaine in a real life. Like see cocaine. Never.
Me worse never see cocaine in a real life.
This is point boy, me study them things, so you know, say me go. Yeah, me can't say anything, you know, so me can't just sit down and me study it like that. So me just sit down and you study the whole of these things, see me. Never see it yet. Never see cocaine in a real life. Well, I mean, I smoke and drink, but you expect. See? Never see it. But them man, I know we look for them name in a drug trafficking and all kind of things. Them is shit. Shit. See? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. All right, look at me in my heart. I said, go. Man, trouble man, I open every door, boy, you know. Yes, and I patrol the place, you know. And daddy food, yeah, man, I patrol the whole place, you know. But I wake up yesterday, I hear my come off barricade, me doing just come and just, you know, interrupt me thing, the one daddy food. Down. Yes, I patrol the place now, you know. Yes. See? So this starts the next problem now, hear this.
The routine stop by the police officers is met with a lot of abuse by them.
But police say they will continue their crackdowns to loosen the Jamaican dealers' strong grip on the area.
You see that? So one, what me just say, I'm have to show that to you, that's very important, what me just show. I'm gonna ask yourself, oh you have this now in Jamaica. Remember anyway them crack and them things sell, them are torture people for $90 what? Yes? $90. Can you imagine now 80 million US worth of drugs are bust? Tons of cocaine, tons. And you know, see people that are dead like fly and people fight over it because the big boy them control it. Members of the PSO don't think in jail. And we not hear the umbrella group of churches come out and say nothing, you know. Nope. They just stand and they look at corner. These are the people who I look up to and say, yes, they can do this. I don't look up to mankind. I worship God, I don't worship mankind. And when them, can mankind flawed, you know? You talk about mankind full of shit. You can make them smile with you and stab in your back, no and all kind of thing. Remember, we don't trust nothing, you know. Remember, you know, me go try a lot of things, you know. When the man like said over the precipice of the last straw, that much as you go take my back seat and them thing, me not take check. Them flawed. Members of the PSOG are on this. Members of the government in a drugs business right now, tick. From up there, so I'm also in a council. In the councils there. Go check out from St. Thomas for right and Eagle. Go check them. And people know them. Yes. You see? Be a criminal around the thing. Gotcha. And we have to burn them. Be a criminal around the thing, them people. No two-way, be a criminal. Yes. You have a bag of criminal around the thing there. A bag. No.
Whoa. People. Right, this is something I left it for you tonight, you know. This situation where Ishmael bring up with the Nara, the company, the Bengal thing. What is that? Where did that come from? Oh, sorry. With the Nara thing and everything, I tell you. Crazy. Why that company there? Why? Big up Pdtv, man. Father God, are you will look to? Right, that's it there. these criminal organizations. I am redeemed, how you doing? Respect your vibes, appreciate it. Sometimes I really feel like it, you know. Sometimes I don't feel like it in the yard vibes. I tell you the truth. Sometimes I don't feel like it up. Because I don't think I get the people say that. But then when I look on the level of support I get, although I'm grateful for every level of support, I'm just saying, comparing to what people are saying, you know, bro, yeah man, yeah, do a great job, the program up. I don't see it. The numbers is not reflecting it. You get me? I say, and in this situation, numbers is everything. So me I feel look within myself like, so what is it that I need to do? That I first thing me do. What is it that I need to do? You know what I mean? But hey, that's the mystery, I guess. And you know, me just leave everything up to God, yeah, man, because sometimes gotta protect you to all, but keep you in the wilderness. Feel me I deal with? To make certain things not really go up certain way. But I think the trajectory of where the channel was going, I just honestly feel like it has taken a few steps back. The numbers don't reflect where the channel should be, in my opinion. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. On average, and I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If I could consistently get 1% of my viewership to watch my live streams and my videos, 1%, you know, I would be okay. More feel away Jamaica. But it's not even close. It's like 1% would be for alright. So 1% of for Bolo VNR clips would be like 90 something people. Right? 1% of Bolo VNR 2.0 would be 37,000. 1% of that would be 376. If I got 376 people to watch my live streams consistently, little bit over, little bit under, I would be super grateful, fam. All of my videos would be popping in terms of people getting it, you know, it going in the algorithm and people hitting the like button and sharing, you know, expanding and, you know. But I have changed up my thumbnails. I've done a lot of things. I have tried to be more consistent, up to date with the news, popping the things out as fast as possible. Man, I've lost so much sleep, bruh. And I'm not complaining, I'm just saying I've tried a lot of things. I've tried a lot of things. A lot of things, bruh. And, you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But, yeah. That's where we're at. That's where we're at with it. Let me see. Well, big up to Ishmael and Pdtv for this revelation. This argument that was put out there. I hope that they put out a video within itself, you know, highlighting that particular part of the show, because, man, it needs to be highlighted. It needs to be highlighted, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly. It does. It does. It does. 37,600 and something. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 37,000. Yeah, it would be like 376 people watching me. You know, say TikTok get yes about where, Andrea. You know, say TikTok get more traction in terms of the amount of people that pass through the live. The algorithm on TikTok is ridiculous. One time I finish one live, I see like 2,000 people pass through the live. I said, what? Man, let 2,000 people pass through the YouTube, brother. Please. Thank you. What's going on with the YouTube algorithm? Can I get 2,000 people to pass through the live on YouTube? And you know what's funny? You know what's funny? I have watched other channels on YouTube, and you know, this is how I know it's not about content. YouTube just probably biased towards Jamaica. I don't know. I do not know. I don't know what to say at this point. You know what I mean? Because some of the stuff I see on the internet, and I see 10,000 people watching. I see, and them are typing, you know. Yo, Andrea, I used to do that. Alright, so I do that on my video uploads. When I go live, I show myself and I do the audio. But I show the content on my video uploads. When I post a video, like a year ago, when I post a video in an hour, how I know when a video is doing well? Within an hour, it get 1,000 views. Anytime a video is doing well, within 1 hour, it get 1,000 views. It shows you that YouTube is literally putting out the stuff. You see, when you're saying that I should show the content, that's not the issue. Persons are not getting the notification. When I go on OBS, it takes a lot more people to get 1,000 views than when I use this medium. This medium is supposed to be tapped into the well of YouTube, so I can get more subscribers, new subscribers. And you know, I get it. I want to build my audience. You know what I mean? I'm being very candid with you guys right now. I want to build my loyal audience. Persons that are loyal to this platform. And there's a few of them out there that I've recognized that are loyal to this platform. Everybody wants their own loyal audience. So I don't have any issue with searching for that and putting in the work for that. You get me? You get all of my notifications them, but there's a lot of people that is saying that they don't. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that used to be here on a regular, and I don't know why they are not getting notifications anymore. It's to the point where, like I said, let me see if I can show you this on the screen, right? I have a WhatsApp group, right? This WhatsApp group have 135 people on it. You see that? 135 people. It's not an engaging WhatsApp group because I turned off the comments because there was some crazy stuff going on in there. And, you know, people was harassing people and all them things. So I'm like, yo, you know what? Persons were complaining to me. So a lot of people don't like groups. I said, hear what I'm going to do. No, Andrea, listen to me. Andrea, listen to me. Don't want you to forget me. I don't want to be misunderstood. I do not want to be misunderstood. There are platforms on YouTube that have loyal subscribers. And they tell you, I only watch this person, and this person. That's their channels. And they have the right to do that. And I you know, salute to them. I am saying, I'm saying I want to build my loyal supporters. That's the aim. Building loyal supporters. What's the point in having an inflated number of subscribers, but they don't engage with the content? And I know they don't. For whatever reason, if they're not getting the notifications or whatever, they don't engage with the content. Not enough of them on a consistent level. So that's what I mean by my loyal supporters. You understand? That's what I mean. Yeah, man, you don't have to be a part of the group, man. That's not my point. I have something else though. This is the WhatsApp channel. On the WhatsApp channel, nobody can see a number. And you don't have you don't type in there. All they get is there's 2,477 people that is a part of my WhatsApp channel. So you see what I mean? If when I go suburbs and I drop a link in this, 1% of that would be 24 people. 5% of that would be 58 people. No, 24 times 5. 5% of that would be 100 and something people. Yeah, 100, 25, 120 people. Yeah, 5% of that would be 120 people. 120 plus. Because the 77 would have be a part of it, yeah. Right? So if I send in that group and I send in this group, and then I have a normal algorithm of YouTube, come on, man, 300 plus people, it should be a breeze to have 300 plus people in the chat. Facts. Should be a breeze. And the other challenge that I have is, although people is sitting around watching me the whole time, they don't hit the like button. I don't understand that. There's nobody I watch on YouTube that I don't hit. The first thing I do is hit the like button. First thing. So at this point now, this is where it boils down to. Okay, so this reflection is the real supporters on the platform. There's 11 persons that watch me consistently over by Bolo VNR clips. Although every day I get new subs, that is wild. That is wild, bro. Every day I get new subs. Bolo VNR clips is actually growing. But no matter what time of the day I go live early this morning. And yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get why somebody would do that. I don't get why somebody would watch the program and not like the program. It's kind of weird. But, you know, encouragement does strengthen labor. And so, you know, we continue to carry on. I have to change something though, because the definition of madness is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting to get a different result. You know the reason why I start using this medium because I recognized that there was an attack on my platform, you know. I think it must be spiritual. I think the way how I am breaking stuff down, those you know, and the fact that I do support Peter Chambers, Mark Stewart, and Apostle Jeffrey Shuttleworth, I think it's a spiritual attack on the platform. I really do. I really do. Sometimes I think I'm like, man, you know, are they using the what them call it? That thing, I don't remember. I keep forgetting it. I keep forgetting it's the stuff they used to hack into your system. But I have to say, man, there's some real people that support me, man. That you guys are really the reason a lot of the times why I push so hard. Real talk. You guys are really the reason why I push so hard. And then I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem, you know, like going through the grind. I just genuinely believe that where I'm at right now, yes, something is not right. Something is not right. I want people that type a lot in the chat. I want those types of people to. No shade to the people them that don't type, but in the algorithm, YouTube loves engagement. So if you're in the chat and you're not typing, you're telling YouTube that the commentary or whatever is being said is not that interesting. That's what they're telling YouTube, you know. So YouTube doesn't push it as hard. When the chat is zipping, I'm talking about when I set a live stream and schedule a live stream. This is when you know that you're having real engagement. Do you guys notice when like the People's National Party has a press conference and you see they know that the press conference is coming in and they press the like button before it come and they drop a comment? Those types of engagement, ladies and gentlemen, it's like, yo, me can't wait for hear what Bolo are gonna say. Those are the type. That's what I want. I want to have that for myself. I want to have those types of supporters. Once them see the live stream, then click on it before it start, press the like button and send a message. You feel, you know, Andre, you're always a type, man. Karen, you have persons like Karen, Sassy D. Sassy D don't always type a lot, but the persons I'm mentioning, they'll go on both platforms and drop a like. Big up to them. Karen, Ryan Campbell, one of my day ones, Sassy 81, Sassy D. And there's others that, I'm talking about the ones that I recognize and see. And there's others out there that more than likely do it. You know. I'm here venting a little bit, I guess. But it's a lot of work. Most of the times when I leave, and it's me alone, you know. Most of the times when I come off here and I go on my I leave here in the night, I'm operating straight through the morning, you know, no sleep, you know. Just to make sure that the videos are scheduled and persons can actually, you know, see this stuff. Because my thing is this: if I'm not getting so much people on the live, then, you know, maybe when I post the video and it's uploading, they'll get the notification then. But I'm noticing that there is a decline in even that. There's a decline in even that too. And people will watch the video and just casually just don't like the video. I'm like, wow, man, that sucks. That sucks. But hey, man, it's whatever. It's whatever. Thank you so much, Alethea. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you, Merle. And yeah, you know, no government official, you know, like some of these bloggers that I hear that is being paid and being, you know, pretty much told what narrative to spread. Not on this platform. You know, these are my thoughts and opinions. You know, just looking at the situation that we're in politically, and how the country is being governed and all of that. And I've been very displeased, ladies and gentlemen, since I've been tracking what is going on. I have tried to be fair. I think I've been fair. But the track record of the Jamaica Labour Party is just horrible. Horrible. They are evil, they're wicked to the people of Jamaica. You know. And I like I said, I've said this story many times. I'm the type of person, I mean, I was never for any of the political parties, you know. I never rate none of them. I just thought that the whole of them when I same thing. And them just thief and all of them something there. I thought that, I genuinely believe that. Genuinely. I was so shocked when I started to learn about some things. I was like, whoa. So that's how it really went down? I guess so. I guess so. I guess so. And there's, you know, there's others. It's not just me, you know. I have recognized a challenge for others as well. I've recognized a challenge for others. I don't know, maybe it'll have to come down to doing something else. Maybe that's what God is telling me. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what God is telling me. Yo, bro, you need to do something else. Well, Father God, whatever it is, please, I'm asking for your guidance and protection. Whatever it is that you desire my life, the direction my life to go into, I ask for your guidance and protection. Altias, I never thought like that because 1980 teach me a lot about this criminal organization government. Well, you know, hey, you're a bit older than me now, Altias, so. You know, I never had that experience. Never had that. You know, all I knew about the thing, all I knew that, you know, PJ was a wordsmith. He was an eloquent speaker. He was you know, charismatic and charming and you know, result oriented, you know. But there was always scandals, you know what I mean? And I never really did any investigating, and hey, That comment warms my heart. Andrea Berg says, your program is good. I remember when you started your program and we thought you were a laborite. Jesus, look at that. To show you how authentic I was when I said I believe both parties were criminals. I literally believed that the two of them are thief Jamaica. And the Jamaica Labour Party has proven me wrong. And not the VPNP, you know, the Jamaica Labour Party proved me wrong. History proved me wrong. No, for real, I am so happy to see that comment. Let me screenshot that comment. Mighty God. Let me screenshot that comment. Oh my God, let me screenshot that comment. I am so happy for that comment. Andrea say, I thought you were a laborite. Whoa. And I tell people, you know, don't get it twisted, you know. Don't call me no two mouth. Don't call me no bagger. But me, I clean and up pure, you know. If you are not doing the right thing, I gotta tell you, PNP or JLP, I'm going to say it to you. But Mark Golden has gained my respect. I have watched that man very closely, Jamaica. I have watched him very closely. I have listened to him very closely. And Mark Golden has gained my respect. It's not what anybody else told me about Mark Golden, you know. It's the stuff I learned. When I learned about his deeds, his antecedents, his father, what his father did for this, and his mother, what his parents did for this country and the people, how they impacted generations. You know? Still doing it. And they did things that he stands for consistently. He's a man, he's a wise man. Mark Golden is a wise person. He's a wise person. Very wise. You know, some people want to say that he is buddy with Andrew, and you guys must watch the video with Carlos that I put out. And I'm saying, man, crazy. I don't see any evidence of that. If there's evidence, no, that's different. It's a total different conversation. Just like how I can say to Carlos, boy, Carlos, I never knew that this is how you really are the things. I'm very disappointed. If Mark Golden go left, I same thing I gotta do. We're all human beings, you know. I don't worship no man. I don't believe that no man cannot do anything wrong. At the same time, you know, individuals that support, they're going to need some grace. No, it's not about belief, you know. The things that Carlos said, there's no evidence of it. The evidence actually points in the opposite direction. Carlene, so good to see you, one of my honorable members of the platform. I want to encourage anybody here that if you're able to send gifts or super chat, then you're able to become a member of the platform. So I want to encourage you to become a member of Bolo VNR 2.0. Good night, Carlene. Wait, just wake up, mama. That's another thing too. I want to build my members only team. Yeah, I want to have at least 100 people to start off, so I can do members only content. Yes, and I want my members, you at work, I want my members to be a part of a special group, WhatsApp group. Denzel Powell, big up. Blessings to you. Yeah. I want them to be a special part of a WhatsApp group. That would be amazing. So when I'm doing members only content, I would just put the link in the chat. You get me? In that particular group or channel, WhatsApp channel. That's what I would do. Yes, I am Mac Morin. Big up yourself. You know, I didn't really look at anything in the news. I don't know if anything pop up after this morning with the big news about IC. Yeah, I don't know if anything pop up, you know. Let me just check and see what's happening. Cause a lot of the time Sunday is very slow with the news. Teen admits to collecting rent money for a house. Wow. For a house she didn't own. Talk about scamming. Mighty God. Talk about scamming. Jalil Dabdub. Jamaica's struggle for a democratic balance. The struggle is real. That's about Guyana. I don't know who that is. From what you make my computer freeze up. You know, I need to clean it up. I like how it freeze up, you know, especially the mouse. Watch out. What is? 2 men deported from St. Kitts. The boys are now the breadwinners. Hurricane Lisa aftermath pushing students from classroom into workplace. What? You serious? I never saw that article. 19-year-old killed in 2 bike collision in St. Ann. Oh my God. Whoa, when did this happen? 19-year-old killed? Hey, there's a spirit in a man. You know, so my mother tell me, say, shit, what is going on? Alethea, you know, easy, you know, thank you so much for the super chat, my baby. Alethea, get your badge, man. Get your membership badge, man. Don't hesitate. Get a membership badge now. Pick one of the membership options. Become a member, man. Get a nice badge, you know? Yes. I need to make some more emojis. So, this is in NWA rehabilitating several St. Andrew gullies to boost resilience ahead of hurricane season. Yeah, man. Anytime I see anybody send super chat, I always encourage them to become a member. Yeah, man. Become a member, man. You know? I would rather have 500 persons that are a member of the platform for the entire year. You know what I mean? Than have the donation them. No matter how big or small them is. Right? I welcome the donations, but once I realize that persons are willing to send donation, well, I mean, come on, why not? Yeah, become a member, man. Put your stamp on it. Put your stamp on it. Become a VIP, baby. So, then, what you say a while ago, Denzel, when will the people realize that we have to stand up? You know, that's a very good question. That's a very good question. Yeah, man, I appreciate everybody in Alethea. Everybody. You know, that's what I mean. Like, you know, just put your stamp, man, and get your VIP card, man. You know what I mean? Yes. NWA. So they're cleaning out the gullies. Wow. That's good. Hopefully it's effective. Hopefully it's enough. You know what I mean? Jamaica draft road construction standards as pothole crisis deepens. You know what it is though, guys? It doesn't matter what the government does. There is a prophecy that says this tenure will be tenuous. This brief tenure, this third term, brief, will be tenuous. Them are going to have pure trouble, Jamaica. Pure trouble. Yeah, they need to sign the petition. Hey, me say, hey, we are real Jamaicans, you know. You can know when somebody are typing a pattern to how them spell the word. Petition. Petition. Yo, many jail people know this government is a disgrace and scammers, but will never admit it and speak out. I want to say shout out to the ones that are speaking out. They are the MVPs. A visit of the University of the West Indies has dismissed a bid by a group of medical personnel at the University Hospital. The University Hospital of the West Indies to remove Professor Joseph Plummer as head of the hospital's Department of Medicine, bringing to a close a challenge mounted months ago after his appointment. So somebody is challenging him. Let me just share this and then take a look at that article and see what I'm going with that. Taxpayers face 8 million bill as NSWA axes legal director. We face a $8 million bill because of that. What can go so? Oh, you took off your eye them. Because I say, man, that is definitely that was a patwa moment. Petition. That was a patwa moment, man. You know, I am thankful for Damian Crawford suing the government over early childhood education. Trust me. Very, very thankful. Preston Hill residents fix road after decades of neglect. The people have to fix the road. That tell you everything you need to know right there, so. When the people have to fix the road. What can go so?
What can go so?
Bruh. Telling you, man, it's crazy. Hey, may I swear we are walking now? Whoa, I didn't see this article. Whoa. Listen to this.
We're so sorry to learn the death of one of our workers, Colleen Bernard. She was a good worker. And on Friday when we heard, a little team to the home and also to the market, Papid Market. Nothing much could be done at that time. We have allowed the family to be mourning. They were grieving. and we'll be going back there. It was a senseless killing for someone to walk into the market and shot her and then try to escape. I want to commend the police who saw.
Big up the police. Massive shout out to the police. Can I tell you? Yes, man. When people do good job, man. And they never unalive. I don't think them unalive the person them, so you get to do some investigation. This is why it's important, ladies and gentlemen, where lethal force is the last thing, the last option. Because we need to get behind why this situation happened, you know, with the lady, you know, Colleen, you know. Yeah, man, we need to find out what going on, listen, man.
To sort the criminal, and they caught him, obviously, and we are waiting upon the investigation. I'm just appealing to the community of Mona Commons, where Colleen had lived, to just allow us to wait until the outcome of the investigation. Because, you know, in situations like this, persons tend to want to put their own analyzing the situation, and we don't know, and I'm waiting on the police to give us a feedback on that.
Looking up security around.
Well, clearly we have to look at that. We also have to look at how we provide some support, not only for the families, but for the staff of the Papine market.
Big up Mayor Swaby. So I tell the people them say, just easy, man. Make you find out what really go on, make investigation take a course. In this case, it's heart-wrenching, but I agree. The facts of them catch the person and the man them investigate, make them investigate Jamaica. I agree with him. But I never saw this article. It was posted 8 hours ago. You see me? Let me see if anything they go on the news, on TVJ. Let me see. Some of them something are going on TVJ, I have to save them, you know, and watch them next time, you know. Primary school cricket resumes. That sport, Trump tells U.S. negotiators not to rush into deal with Iran. Interesting. From a single room to a profitable business. That sounds good. 3:01 p.m. 3:21 action. PM says film is the next frontier of Jamaica's economic growth. Okay. High alert, high stakes. PM warned police of hyper vigilant. You know, somebody should have stood up. Somebody should have really stood up when Andrew Jones said that. And said, but are you tell the man them say, meet the judge or meet the maker, bro? Are you do that? Some brave soul should have been in there saying, but sir, you are the one that said meet the judge or meet the maker. So how comes you acting all brand new? Because this is highly hypocritical.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness is warning that the high-risk environments can shape how officers respond in the line of duty. Speaking at the 91st cohort of the Staff and Junior Command course, the Prime Minister insists that police personnel face the risk of being overly alert to perceived threats due to daily psychological pressures.
A police officer operating repeatedly in high-risk environment can become hypervigilant. That officer learns to scan every moment, every hand, every corner, every window, every vehicle, every shadow, and to perceive it as a threat. Hypervigilance can keep an officer alive, but it needs to be properly managed by training, supervision, discipline, and a command culture.
The Prime Minister stressed that while the reality of policing is dangerous, it cannot justify unlawful actions. He adds that the leadership should hold frontline personnel accountable for their actions. And the Prime Minister is pushing back against growing criticism over the slow rollout of body-worn cameras, even as disturbing footage of a police fatal shooting in St. James fuels public outrage. Sandy Williams reports.
It is the policy of the government to fully deploy camera systems for the police force.
A firm declaration from Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness, but one that lands in the middle of a storm sparked by the fatal shooting of Latoya Bulgin, caught not on a police body cam, but on a nearby CCTV camera. The images, now widely circulated, show a police officer standing in front of Bulgin's vehicle before firing a shot through the windshield, hitting her. It's the kind of footage that raises more than eyebrows. It also raises questions about force, judgment, and why the police officer wasn't wearing a camera of his own.
We have about 1,000 in deployment, and we have another 1,000 in procurement, and we are working on another 1,000 to come.
3,000 cameras in the pipeline, but over several years. Dr. Holness says the delay isn't denial.
It is denial. That's exactly what it is. I'll just say turn off your sound for a second. Denial is exactly what it is, though. The man voice at 9. Hey peeps, do you realize how quickly such man run out with press conference after the US citizen dies at the airport? Such man protect. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So alright. Like, this dude is unbelievable, man. Andrew Holness is unreal. Mr. Wayne Lonson was cooking him about this situation earlier tonight. He broke it down. He really did. Right?
Its logistics, from broadband infrastructure to data storage and officer training. He insists the system must be built before the cameras can be worn.
We simply don't have the resources to do it all at once. And even if we got all the cameras all at once, they couldn't be deployed all at once because the training to use them, and then all the backup services, and then the broadband and connectivity.
You know what I don't like about these people? They're such liars, bro. They're so despicable. And they really, it's hard for me to not go to hatred. And let me tell you why. This man's deputy prime minister said that the body-worn cameras would put the man them in danger. Andrew Holness never came out and said nothing about that. He didn't condemn it. He didn't say it is a lie. He never tell himself to retract it. He stood by him in silence when Oris Chan came out and talked that nonsense. Right? And now they want to tell us that, no, it's just the system of implementation. It's bullshit. Pardon my French, yo. It's yo, stop lying to the people and bridging. When you guys wanted to procure and get things done quickly, you found ways to do so. Remember when you were rushing the constitutional reform? Remember when you were rushing the NITs? Remember when you were rushing to buy the school buses? Remember when you were rushing to give JPS the 150 million US? You guys know how to get things done for the people quickly when it's in your interests. But when it's in the people's interest alone to save lives, you want to do it in phase for several years. And then the other part of the nonsense that is so disingenuous, ladies and gentlemen, is this, right? They just need to give the persons that are doing special operations the body-worn cameras. Period. Point blank. those are the persons that need the body worn cameras the most. Them. That's where the lives are being lost. I don't know if anybody dropped. Don't know say I'm there for both. You see that now? Oh, the comments are not frozen. Nobody has dropped a comment over by Bolo VNR clips for a while. Okay. Chang is a criminal. Alright, so Bolo VNR clips. Look more. That make no sense.